You're there.
Just stop talking. They can hear us. Hi, guys. I don't know. Can they hear us? Maybe
Yeah,
they can't hear us.
they can hear
Maybe
us.
they can't. Can they hear us? Nobody's saying anything. Oh, shit. Sorry,
Yeah,
my
that's
phone.
you.
That was my phone. I'm on my phone and my TV and my computer. It's like a little bit confusing. Could, okay, so if I'm too loud, will you guys let me know because my mic is like apparently very powerful. Is anybody talking?
They're waiting for you to talk.
I've been talking. Could you say something and ask them if they can hear me?
They,
Elijah, no. My dog hears something. Can they hear me? Foz?
can't everybody hear us?
Can you hear me, Foz?
I hear you.
Can I hear you? Elijah. Shh, hold on a second.
Tiffany hears us.
Okay, cool. I mean, I was talking and begging for all your attention and
That's
trying to be relevant, and none of you were talking back to me.
this is the first time that StreamYard is giving me comments before YouTube, though.
Oh yeah, I wish I could see the comments and oh wait, I can
You
see the
can.
comments. Oh shit, I just can't chat on it, right?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. How many people are watching?
12.
12 people are watching. And only one, two, three, four people are willing to comment, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Because we're not relevant, so nobody wants to be here. Anyway, if anybody has anything they'd like to ask or say, and if anybody wants to come on live, hi Tia. If anybody wants to come on live, then they can certainly shoot Foz a message, right? Because I can't give them the link. Well, I guess I could give them the link if you.
You have the link.
Not in
Oh,
my
yeah.
regular Facebook. Hi, Laura. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Laura. You need some enlightenment? I can suggest yoga. Yoga is pretty good for enlightening, centering yourself and kind of disconnecting and meditating. That's always good.
Now I see
20 people
comments.
now.
I didn't even know who you were talking to. Now I see it.
Oh, hi, Carrie. Now I see people. I don't see people. How do I not see the people that are watching? Is it because I've got YouTube on my TV?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
Hi, Courtney. Where's Karen?
Karen's running a bit late.
Okay. And I think there's somebody I would like to come on, but I don't know if she would want her name out there. Hey, you're right, Laura. It is hard to trust people. You are right. It's hard to know what's true and what's not true. Um, it's I mean, it's even hard for, I mean, it's hard for us to know what's true and not true, but I can certainly say I know by now who I can trust. And that's all I can say for right now. Um, Hi, Ashley. There's so much going on. There's so much. I have to say, I'm going to say one thing. Okay, this is the one thing that was bugging me that I kind of got a little clarity on, and now I'm not so bugged by the what happened as so much as, or I'm not so bugged by why it happened so much as I am by what happened, if that makes sense. So there was this tour with CS on Friday night, as you all know, um, the Firecracker tour, and it was. I have to say, I was. I fell asleep because I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. JM, you bore the fuck out of me. Sorry, but I mean, I could keep people entertained on nothing for 7 fucking hours. Like, seriously. Like, we did it for 7 hours and had like the same amount of people that whole time. But at any rate, whatever. Jay Janer did a great job. Like, when JM would like fizzle out or whatever, Jay like really stepped up, and he's a really engaging host. He should host more shit. He's like he was like really good. Um, but I fell asleep, and I really wanted to stay up because, as probably most of you know, I adore Melissa, and I want to see Melissa fucking rock the shit out of that shit. But I couldn't stay up. But I do know that the lives disappeared at some point, and she may be coming on, Pink. Um, yeah, she's running late. Um, so and that was really strange. And what happened was, they said, I mean, I saw some posts from Kata Silvas, because nobody's safe. Nobody's safe from screenshots anywhere, just so you know. There's screenshots shared from every single fucking group to every other group. And it just happens, and I don't care. I don't care if people screenshot from my group to every other group. I don't care. No, Alexis, I'm gonna say no. Nobody. Like, people were talking about how JM was like complaining about the lag. He always complains about the lag. JM is the personification of the word lag. I'm sorry, but he is. And so, are you smoking? What's that noise? That is loud. Oh, okay. Thank you. Anyway, so like, that's curious. Why did it get taken down? And you know what happened? It got taken down. People said, "Oh, Grace was drunk and he accidentally deleted the live," which just makes people that use StreamYard think you think we're stupid, because you can't just delete a live. It doesn't just accidentally happen. A video, period. You have to confirm some steps. But they were both gone. And so it started people wondering, why was it gone? Why was it um, why was it why was it all of a sudden just gone? We know you don't just accidentally delete two YouTube videos off two different channels, right?
Funny.
And so people talk, right? People talk. That starts rumors. That shit starts rumors. Now I know better, after they put it back up, because they're gonna fix that. They're gonna put it back up, but little do they say, they're gonna put it back up edited. Why don't they give us all the benefit of the doubt and just say the fucking truth in the first place? And I know some people are saying, yeah, but you want to say they're in their characters or whatever, but their fans still know that they're not characters 100% of the time, all the time, right? Um,
Angela, I don't have you blocked. You got me blocked.
okay. So anyway, so if you have Angela blocked, and you want to join her group, please unblock her. That is not, that is said with the courtesy of what she just said on there. I haven't asked to join her group, and I probably won't. But anyway, so if they just came out and said, hey, the real reason, or the reason is we fucked up and we showed something that wasn't supposed to be shown at the request of the contestants, and we fucked up. If you got to see it, oh well, our bad. If you didn't, fuck your feelings. We're gonna put it back up edited, but instead they made up a lie, and it's just like, it's just, be transparent. Be just like, say we fucked something up, because it came back edited, so the people that saw it know that it's edited, and it stops. It just creates rumors, and they say they don't want drama, just like the truthers said they don't want drama, right? So, well, right, they share the tame parts when they go live. Of course they do. They want to save something for the imagination for the rest of their contestants, right? And I'm sure Angela has been amazing to you, Alexis. But anyway, so that's that. Witness said they messed up with safety. Well, Witness said a couple of things. What do you mean messed up with? Laura Twining said something there. Witness said they messed up with safety in the live and that they fixed it. What do you mean?
Yeah, but in the beginning of the live, he said they accidentally deleted the video. Then later in his live, he said they pulled the video and fixed it.
But what was it? But anyways, they were given reasons that were not the real reason. And the real reason is that something happened, that something was shown live that wasn't supposed to be shown live, and they didn't want it to be permanently on that video on YouTube. So they could have taken the whole thing down and not put it up, or they took it down, edited the part they needed to edit, and put it back up, which is perfectly understandable, right? But if they're not honest and they treat their fans like they're stupid, how are they going to get people to come do the show? I don't know. At any rate, that bothered me. It bothered me, even though, because I'm not in the group, and really, quite honestly, I don't want to watch JM do panels because he bores the fuck out of me. I would watch their lives if it was, if it was somebody different, I guess, doing their lives. I mean, oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. I'm looking at the comments, and Alexis, there's a lot of people that probably love you that you've blocked, maybe, and that's because you don't know who to trust. But I don't know if someone's telling you who you should block or that you shouldn't trust specific people, but you should maybe not listen to them, because you should get to know people yourself and learn if they need to be blocked. Who had a lot of complaints, Angela? Who's we? Yes, Pink Dagger. I do know that. That's why I said it was the contestant that it was at the contestant's request that not be aired. It had nothing to do with safety. It had nothing to do with Grace Silvis being drunk and accidentally deleting the live. But the reason it took so long to get back up is because JM was running off of a hotspot with that didn't have unlimited data, somebody else's hotspot in the middle of nowhere, and to re-upload both of those videos was going to take a long ass time and a lot of data. So he waited till he got back home. That's what I heard. Oh, about the panels. Who's we? The contestants and the members have been having complaints about the panels. Who's we? I don't understand what that means anyway. I am 100% behind you, Alexis. I don't understand that either. I don't understand. Do they, you know, I don't understand if they, I used to hear that they force fed you guys alcohol, but then someone told me that it wasn't actually alcohol that they were pouring down their throats. But which I don't approve of either, because how can you guys keep giving consent to treatment, even if you sign consent at the very beginning? Once you're drunk, how can you can't continue to give consent? You don't just give unlimited consent. And let me say something. Well, I don't know if I want to say anything about this. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to say anything about this. Can I message it to you backstage?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You start talking. Start putting up some answers. But yeah, I don't understand being drunk while someone's safety's in your hand. No, it's like, so I have for many, many years belonged to the BDSM community. I've gone to, I've gone to shows, not shows, conventions, festivals, parties, munches, you know, things like that, like get-togethers and stuff like that. And you can't drink while I'm no alcohol is allowed, because, and it's not because it's because there's consent involved. And I realize that there's no sex in Catus Silvus, but there's consent involved. So that is one thing. Why don't you say
and either way, if they're claiming people's safety, you know, they're claiming everything is about their safety, but if they're drunk, then how can they be really all about their safety? Did everything go silent, or are you still there, Howard?
I went silent. I muted myself so I could type to you. You know, who Courtney Jonathan JM? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, he's only John, right? I never understood him either. Like, he and I seem to have smoothed things over, and then he just was letting people talk shit on me. But me and the person that was talking shit on me have squashed that, so that's good. Okay, Pink Dag. Okay, I missed something and was hoping to close up. Why the sudden change in opinion with CS at Alexis? Please explain. I'll DM if you don't want to talk publicly.
She was talking to Alexis there.
Yeah. That's why I was like, but if Alexis didn't see it, okay, I read it. And you do that.
Angry man syndrome.
A JM has angry man syndrome.
No, Courtney.
No, it says he has angry man syndrome.
Oh,
she's saying
I'm reading one here that says
Courtney.
I see.
Yes.
Oh.
So I mean, I don't. Is JM angry? I mean, is he angry? I don't know if he's angry or if he's just full of himself. I mean, I see that CS is dropping a lot of either people are leaving or people are dropping. I do think that CS is.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, Laura, Nicole, apparently we can address this too, since there was a post on it, right? Is there, can I find that? Can I find that? I mean,
Yeah, there's a post on it.
I mean, can you send it to me? Wait a second. I'm gonna go to Revisited. It's in Revisited, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. So somebody talk. Somebody talk while I try to.
You
So this
talk, and I'll pull that up.
okay. You're gonna pull it up and share your screen. Okay. Okay. So, Laura, let's talk about Nicole. Yeah, let's talk about Nicole. So, I think Nicole's a snake. I've said Nicole. I think she's a snake. I thought she was a snake um, ever since Lindsay left Facebook and left the group, the old group, to me and Lexi, and immediately upon one of her closest friends, and I'm talking about Nicole's closest friends, one of her closest friends, who she stuck by Josh Owens and all his fucking lies. She stuck by Lindsay to protect Josh because she didn't want Lindsay to be abandoned, right? So this was her good friend and real good friend, and she wasn't ever going to abandon Lindsay. But as soon as Lindsay left Facebook to go just decompress um, and deal with all the shit that Josh was putting her through, and these girls kind of had turned their backs on her, Nicole came to me and just was, I mean, me, who was, um, like enemy number one, right, to those people, because I had control over the truthers group, the original truthers group, and I was the worst person in the world. I wanted to smear all of them and expose all of them. This is all. I hope you can hear the tone of my voice. And they Nicole came to me and sent me this message, this message on IM, and I could show it to you, but I don't want to do that because it says a lot of bad shit about Lindsay. Just talking mad shit about Lindsay, like mad shit about Lindsay. And if that was my friend, my good friend, and she was acting in a weird way, Foz, mute yourself.
I know, sorry.
When she was, if she was acting in a, would I be going to the person that I didn't want to have all this information, or would I be trying to find my friend and make sure my friend was okay? So ever since then, I thought Nicole was a snake. JM, I thought was a snake, but Nicole. So Nicole, I don't know what all the drama is between the firecrackers. I know that there was drama, and Nicole claims that she's been bullied, but a lot of those people claim that they were bullied. But Nicole claims she was bullied. So apparently, Thursday night, the tour was Friday, right? Quarantine has me completely losing track of time, you guys. I have no idea what day it is. I've been stuck home. And I know it's opened up in most places, but I can work from home. So why not? So I just stay home. Anyway, so in Truthers, I think it is Truthers, right? Is that where we got this from? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Did you get it, Foz? Okay. So just make sure when you share it, you don't share all your tabs. Pull it up full screen.
Yeah. I saved the picture.
Okay. Oh, and you're just gonna put it on. I'm just saying, like, you don't need all your chats with. Oh, there you go. Okay. That's what you're gonna do. All right. Okay, so here it is. This was posted, can't see the very top, but it says Nicole Evergreen, right? This was posted in Truthers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's from Truthers.
Okay, so you guys give you a chance to read that among yourself. So Alexis, I've been called the bully many, many, many times just because I tell the truth. So I'm not a bully. What I am is just like honest and blunt and pretty loyal. So, so you guys are reading that? You guys all read that? What cop goes into a Facebook group and does that? Someone to knock Nicole out? Well, I mean, I've been accused of some stuff. I mean, she's off. I mean, I mean, no cop does that, right? No cop does that. I don't believe for a minute she had COVID. Not for a fucking minute.
I pull it off the screen now, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody get a chance to read that?
If not, they can go back and pause.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that is that. Does anybody have questions? I'm sure Angela has a lot of insight. So if anybody would like to speak to Angela, I'm sure she could maybe answer you in her own way. How does he know who to block? Maybe the people that were threatening her and bullying her. Ashley. Yeah,
Look at
like
our side chat.
which groups would he know to go in and post that to? Hey, Pink, who are you talking to? I'm assuming you're talking to Alexis, right? Is that who you're talking to? Well, I mean, hey, I'm gonna let Alexis handle this personally with you, but I have to tell you something, Pink. You're dogged when it comes to CS. You don't believe shit against them. Nothing. Nothing. Nobody could say anything against them. You won't believe it. Well, hey, Alexis, if you need a platform to speak the truth where you won't be silenced and you won't be what's the word, silenced or shunned, or I won't let anybody attack you or any of that, you have one right here. I'm just putting it out there. No, Angela, right? When you were swatted, he waited for you to get on the internet and blame people. So, so yeah,
Karen's
not a
having
problem.
issues trying to come on.
Karen's trying to come on? Is she
Yeah,
having an
she's
issue?
having issues.
Well, she's way out there in bumfuck Egypt. Well, I don't think that that's just it, Tiffany. I think Nicole was genuinely afraid that she caused so much drama in with the firecrackers that she was going to get thrown under the bus by the others. Because wasn't it true, Alexis, that was part of the game? Yeah, I think that was her way of backing out, Courtney. I do. I mean, at first I had this wild theory that like everybody that wasn't in the panel and or there that normally is had gone to Tennessee to celebrate 4th of July with them, and and they were all part of the Silvis family members to do the tour with them. That's what I thought at first. Like, I thought, oh, they're just making these dramatic exits. Like, Alessa made her exit and Nicole made her exit. Taryn wasn't there. Brandon wasn't in chat. All these people were not in chat. So I thought that it was just them hiding whatever, and they were all going to go be a part of this firecracker tour and get to be this big thing. I thought that Karen. So I thought that's what it was. Quite honestly, I thought it was a big thing. But when I hear that Nicole still is like deactivated, or she's still not really participating, that it wasn't a big ruse. Yeah, Alexis, and I don't. But see, she's paranoid, and she would. I guarantee you, Nicole would throw you under the bus. Oh, but none of us are in the Truth or Secret group. JM is doing exactly what Josh Owens did, right? Making a secret group. It's funny.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. That was moving. Karen can't seem to get on.
I think I think, Courtney, that she's, and she probably wanted more of the attention on her, but I think that, yeah, I think maybe she took it to heart, but I think she would have thrown those girls under the bus. I know for a fact. Well, no, I don't know for a fact. I don't know Misty. I don't know Gina. I don't know Alessa. I don't know Alexis. I know Melissa very, very well, and I know Melissa would never do that. And from what Melissa's told me, that Alexis would have never done that either. In fact, I know some stuff about how you guys cheered each other on, Alexis, and so. But this is before. That's how far it goes back, Ashley. That before Anthony was gone. That's how far it goes back. And if you could hear the live that they did with Witness, which when Alyssa dropped out or whatever, and then was it? Yeah, Alyssa. It was Alyssa and
Alessa.
It was Alessa and No, it was Alessa, Witness, and
Taryn.
Who else? Was it Taryn? Okay.
Yeah.
And so it was Alessa, Witness, and Taryn, and Witness gets a phone call, which, come on, these guys are supposed to be actors, but that was fucking terrible. I'm sorry. That was fucking planned. There's no fucking way. I won't believe for a second that wasn't planned. No, Melissa isn't involved. No, she isn't involved. But I'm saying you can hear Rhett on that live shit talking you, Alexis. And then Witness basically saying, we know who you are, blah, 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 blah. And like, obviously there was a target. Obviously. You don't have to yell at me, Ashley. I knew she was a snake. Maybe people should start listening to me too. So were you one of the first ones to join the tour, the Firecracker tour? Do you think, and you talk about it, tell me, yeah, you were the target. I believe that. Alexis, and you can tell me you don't want to talk about whatever you don't want to talk about. Just tell me I don't want to talk about it. But um, do you feel, is there some bad blood with Nicole? I mean,
She was the first one to join the
you were the
tour.
first one to join, and then I mean, is there something that, I mean,
It was her idea, apparently. So it was her idea.
the girls' tours. A great idea it was too. If all 6 of you could have been there, it would have been great. But I mean, I think, and I also think that Nicole might have seen some of the shit that people that were not contestants were talking about, how they couldn't wait to watch Nicole get her ass beat. I mean, like, not ass beat, because we know they don't beat you up. We don't
They
want
had the most viewers out of any of their tours, and I had only looked at the Cadis
But
side,
you know
which
why they
stayed
had
at
the
like
most?
60 people during
Yeah,
that, and
it was the most
it
boring.
was supposed to be a bigger tour, but it was the most boring commentary wise. Definitely should have had like Taryn or Chris there, somebody there to give it something.
Hi, Melissa.
That would be like me trying to host one of their lives. I just wouldn't do it.
I didn't. Everybody can tell you I only talk nice things about you, Melissa, because I adore you. Don't let anybody ever tell you I ever talk shit about you, because I adore you. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because didn't Nicole drop out before Melissa's first tour too? Look at you,
Nicole?
Melissa, with your picture with all your hair. Yeah, she was supposed to go down there with Melissa for her first tour,
Oh,
and she flaked.
but not like, but she
No,
wasn't
not
going to take a
no.
tour,
She was
right?
going to accompany her.
Go with
She was
her.
going to go
Oh,
with
okay.
her. Oh, I'm sure that she thought I was bullying her. No, I don't think JM is left in Nicole's corner either. She's not. She deactivated, I think. I think Alexis will talk about that when she feels like talking about it. I wish I could go on a tour with Kata Silvas. Quite honestly, I will tell you. And Dagger, you and I started to get into this conversation at the very end of that 7-hour live. But
You made
hey,
it.
Karen,
I made it.
you did. I'm sorry that Egypt is so far away.
I love
She's got an
Egypt.
echo too.
Do you have something playing in the background?
I'm sitting outside with nothing around. Pure desert.
Got headphones on.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, that's weird. We shouldn't be able to hear
I
your
don't
phone.
know. Yeah, I'll mute for now, but I don't know.
That's weird. She might have multiple browsers open before. I think that happened with
Yes, I
somebody
do.
else we had on here.
Oh, you have more than one browser open? That might be why.
Of course I do. Multitasking, but hold on.
But anyways, we were talking about this at the end of the tour or the end of the 7-hour live that we did, that Foz so rudely made us quit.
Rudely.
I had my second win. I could have gone for another 7 hours. I mean, it was a good live. I think it was a good live.
I got like 2 hours of sleep and went to work.
It was a good live. But no, Pink, Pink and I were talking about like, what you sign up for versus what you actually get. And I mean, I don't know. I think that these girls got what they signed up for and more than they signed up for. I don't know. Um, but
I got a message that Nicole's account is not deactivated anymore, but I guess she must have just blocked a lot of people.
so it's not deactivated anymore.
That's what I was just told.
So Foz, you sent me a message. I mean, okay, but
That was a while ago. Hey, Holly disappeared. She must have hit the back button. Karen, unmute yourself.
Is that better? Am I still echoing?
Yeah, you're still echoing.
Damn it.
It's not you that's echoing. It's that I hear me. Like, after I talk, I hear it playing in the background through your microphone. Where did Holly go?
Is that better?
Don't leave us hanging like that.
I'm so sorry.
And that is better.
I was trying to go back from private chat to
Yeah, and you hit the back button or something.
no, I hit the sign up free button at the top.
Oh.
And then I didn't know what to do. I'm a dork. Okay, so what's going on? What are we talking about?
Nothing. What's up, Taryn? Taryn popped in.
Hey, Pink, why didn't you go on a tour? Hey, Courtney, John's always a rude host. Hey, Taryn. Ooh, interesting. Oh my God, hold on. I'm going to have to mute myself for a second.
Karen, you there? Hello, Karen.
Yes.
Your mic was muted.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, rude horse. He's a rude horse, Courtney. I'm sorry. Could that please trend so he changes his name on his lives to Rude Horse? Please. He's always a rude host.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you guys are just having a breakdown.
Invite those two in.
Maybe. If they want to come in. Pink, and I think that there's just a breakdown in communication with you two. You guys are both talking about different things, but I mean, you coming in and saying, well, the original fourth was going to be my tour was kind of like, it just kind of, I could see where it's coming across as that, but I understand that that's not what you're meaning. So the all girls tour just got scheduled for the 4th, so that's what it was. So it's just, they think there's just a breakdown in communication between the two of you. Yeah, Angela, I did, for her last message. She told me why she didn't go. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna do her tour, Pink? I mean, Alexis, if you want to come, I'm telling you, if you want to come on here and put it down so that they don't have proof of their lies. I mean, you can come on. I feel like, I feel like, you know, it feels a lot like McCamey Manor to me, guys. Sorry.
Amen.
I mean, I was always the 100% that you pay for something, or not pay for something, even if you sign up for something, you get what you get, right? But they shouldn't tell you can't fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
But when did you ever sign up for this? They always touted themselves as not being a manor.
Well, I mean, they've always, like, I mean, but they're not the manor in that there's a lot of things, okay? Russ would never, ever, ever do any of these stunts himself. Never. He just wouldn't. I mean, he fully admitted he would never do any of this shit, right? So, if it's different there. I mean, I do believe that they have medics or fire personnel or doctors or somebody there.
I don't believe they're accredited, though.
What do you mean?
I don't believe any real medic was there, as my knowledge is.
Okay, Alexis, come on. Foz, can you send her a link?
I'm just gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
It's easier.
But what if a bunch of people? I guess you can just deny it.
I can, yeah.
Okay, so while she's coming on, I don't know if they were accredited or not. I don't know, but from what I heard, that there was medical. They do have the option at the CS that there's a medic or some kind of medical professional there. Just in case. I mean, there's a lot of there's some safety stuff, that
But that's where I was
they
saying
can.
no. I do disagree there. I was informed otherwise.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
No, not that either of us are right or wrong, but that's just my knowledge.
Yeah, but the thing. Tell us when she's coming on. The thing with with Russ is that, I mean, well, with Creative Silvus, there's like, I'm not going to say a whole lot of anything that knowledge that I have, because the other thing is, I truly 100% believe that the people that go to this deserve to get an experience, and they shouldn't have it ruined for them, right? I get the desire to do stuff like this. I would do something like this if I believed in the company, you know what I mean? And I used to really dig CS, but they have like kind of gone. There was a medic and security at Michael's tour, he just said. But I just feel like they just do stuff that's shady, and they say they don't want drama, but then they include like people that create drama into their midst. So I don't know. and then shady shit goes down. So I don't know, but maybe I'll do some weird other shit. I don't know. There's nothing out there though. There's nothing out there that's, I mean, I want something psychological. I want that fucking shit in my face, being told my deepest, darkest secrets and having them turned and twisted on me, because I fully, that's the only way I would be able to fully process that shit and take ownership of it. I fully 100% get behind that. And I even the rough stuff. See, that's the stuff that I wouldn't be able to do though. The rough stuff, like I would just be like, I'd be such a bitch. Like it'd be such a cryback baby bitch. Oh, there's Alexis. We are the no face panel, just so you know.
Hold on, I have like this.
Yeah,
You don't
make mine mad.
you don't have to. You don't have to like. You don't have to show your
and
face.
you know all that. So, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. I'm gonna mute myself.
can
Am I
hear you.
being heard?
Go ahead and
Yeah, we hear you.
I can't hear.
Yeah.
can you hear us?
I can hear you, Alexis. I don't know if you hear us. I guess she knows the drill. She'll come out, go back on.
So what, he does it for the wrong reasons, but the contestant, it doesn't matter why they do it.
Hey, we lost Karen too.
But they let them be involved with it. Pink, like CS is echo again.
Sorry.
That's weird. Oh my god, that sound is like right in my headphones. Is so weird. So Pink, but they allow it. People warned them against it.
Can you
I don't
hear
know.
us
I
now,
haven't heard any.
Alexis?
Can you hear me now?
I can
Yeah,
hear
I can hear
you.
you guys. Can you hear me? All right,
Yeah, I
perfect.
can
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
sit here on mute for a second just so I can like gather myself, because
Mhm.
I don't want to come on here
Yeah,
and
go ahead.
freak
Go
the
ahead.
fuck out and not get my message across, because they are very good at making me freak out and not get my message across. So
Go ahead.
I'm gonna sit here and be quiet.
Take your time.
Okay.
time.
So Pink, like I said, they let themselves. Well, nobody ruined Alexis's tour except for CS. They took them and they split them apart after 30 minutes. So if her tour was ruined, it was ruined by CS themselves, right?
I don't know how that tour was supposed to go down.
Well, I don't either.
But
So if so anyways, you think that's unfair, whatever. Okay, so but Russ, it doesn't matter why Russ is doing it. It doesn't matter why he's doing it, because if the contestants are getting what they want out of it, that's all that matters. You don't know that one of these fucking CS people isn't a sicko freak that gets off on this shit. You don't know that. You know all their deepest. Do you read their diaries?
they got new members all the time too. So
Yeah, they got new members.
I will just say that there was way more people than, like the OG Silvis people. There was a lot of past contestants brought on my
Mhm.
tour. Past contestants that were part of the smear campaign brought on my tour. So you guys don't know anything you're talking about. Don't sit here and say that not you guys, the people in the comments, or the people who are supporting this, or who are coming on here and they were trying to call me and bombard me to get me to say that I liked what happened to me. And obviously I'm really mind fucked, and I was sleep deprived, and I never said that I liked what happened to me and I was excited about it, or I was pissed about it, and they fucking know it. They all know it. They all know it. Miss Sunflower in the comments fucking knows it. Mr. Taryn in the comments fucking knows it. And I'll be damned if they're going to get on here and try to bully me and intimidate me into not speaking up. I have a voice, Alyssa, and I didn't need CS to fucking give it to me. So fuck you. Okay? How about that? Sorry, I'm going to mute again.
No, you can. You don't have to be sorry, and you don't have to censor yourself here. You can talk about anything. Can I ask you? Do you
Angela, do you mind sending Foz the pictures so everybody can see what I asked for?
do you want to
Please,
put?
Angela,
You don't mind sharing them?
whoever has Karen,
Well,
you have the
Yes,
pictures.
yeah,
Go
no,
ahead and post the
absolutely.
pictures. Go ahead and post the pictures so everybody can see what I asked for at the hands of the fucking great loyal CS who aren't McCamey Manor. Go ahead. Why did you guys get on here in the comments?
Karen,
Whenever I
I'm going to go
wasn't,
to the group and put it up now, but someone maybe can drop it in here, but it will be in
I just
revisited.
don't understand. You know, I was on here saying I wasn't even really saying much. I was letting people come against me and, you know, stick up for CS. And then Taryn and Alyssa come in here, the two people that pissed me off the most by being a part of my tour. And fuck your stupid bullshit NDA. I didn't sign an NDA.
Oh, wait a minute. So Alyssa dropped out of the tour so she could torment you in the tour?
Fucking right she did. That was
That's
and I knew it
bullshit.
too. Oh, I
That's
knew it.
bullshit.
She called me afterwards. I knew that her character was Anguish for about 2 weeks before the tour. So when they went live, that was fucking planned. And Alyssa was in my inbox making me her best friend. I have screenshots on screenshots, but you know what? She never wanted to talk on the internet. She wanted to phone call. So I didn't have screenshots, but sometimes I refused to talk to her. So I got a few. But yeah, she definitely befriended me, was so fake nice behind my face. And then she went behind my back and fed CS everything I said to her. Everything I said to her. I told that bitch she was going to be my number one in the tour. This bully campaign started with her making up a big lie and saying I falsified screenshots and posted them in a second firecracker chat that I created, all of which was not true. And then I find out Nicole and JM and apparently Taryn and all kinds of other people were fucking about Lexi. They were all at my tour fucking with me while my hands were tied behind my back, you cowards. You fucking coward.
That's wrong. Absolutely.
I didn't sign up for that, but I felt like they know I filled out a very, very, very detailed intake form. So they know about my past and they know about how I feel about quitting and failing. And they knew I wasn't going to let those girls fucking make me quit. I'll be damned. I will be damned.
That's not a tour. That's some petty bullshit.
I wouldn't have quit. I had something to prove. And when we went to the barbecue, none of those girls would talk to me because they were intimidated, according to Miss Sunflower, Anguish, Alyssa, fucking Karina, whatever the hell your name is. I fucking doxed you. Maybe if you weren't so fucking shady. And
I'd be intimidated if I beat someone up who was all tied up too.
Exactly. I'd be intimidated too. They're lucky that I didn't want to catch a charge. Oh, and I have some audio too for you guys that we can drop at some point as well. So fuck with me, Alyssa. How about that? Don't get in the comments and try to intimidate me. Y'all aren't going to fucking silence me. And I have some very, 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 very good source of the medical personnel being shit. Shit. Because if the medical personnel wasn't shit, they would have known that vinegar on a sunburn can cause chemical burns. What? And they all knew I had a sunburn because guess what? I was talking about it in the firecracker chat where Alyssa was. So don't
The
even tell
pictures
me.
will explain it all. No medic would allow any of those pictures to go down. They're coming up right now.
Wait till you see. I'm going to the hospital tomorrow. My arm's dislocated. My tongue, they pulled the snake of the tongue out. Oh my God, I'm so mad right now. How dare you come in the comments and act like I talked to you guys and said it was all peachy. Fucking shit. Ooh, girl.
What's up, Alexis? How's it going,
hey,
girl?
Taryn.
Hey,
Oh, hey, can we go ahead and can we share my footage of my scene with you?
can we just be honest for a second, real quick?
And let's see here what it is. What is that?
So let's talk
What is
about
that, Taryn?
let's talk
Hey, you
about
guys,
Oh my God, I'm about to get off of here because I
just
am
1 second, please.
I
let's
was
be professional
seriously,
about this.
mentally, and physically, I'm professional.
Let's be
now you want to
professional about
be
this and let's
professional.
talk.
Like, I'm
Let's
going to get
talk.
off of here because I am like about to throw up. I do not want to waste another breath on
Because
this
you don't want to talk to
little
somebody who
boy.
actually knows what happened.
Who knows
She
what
was
happened? Share the
there.
footage.
I
I know
was there.
exactly.
I was there.
You were
I was
there
there too.
exactly. You were fucking there. You spit in my face and put your cigarette out on my neck, you motherfucker. Yeah, you
That's
were
fucked
there.
up, Karen. You're a piece of
I
shit.
did not.
Yeah, you did
did
not. And you guys had my GoPro camera
So
turned
where did the
around.
cigarette burn come from? I'm about to put
You
it all
burnt my
up.
chin. You
That's
burnt my
fucked up.
chin. Are you burnt your chin? You spit in my face. You spit in my fucking
I spit.
face.
I did that to every
Yes.
contestant. That was
Well,
my
that's
character.
pretty fucking sad that you're spitting
We
on
burn
people.
every
That was your
contestant too.
character.
This is
And you
brilliant.
I
burned with.
didn't burn anybody.
Did
Can I
ya?
please have a word?
You didn't
edgewise,
burn
please?
me, and you didn't fucking put the, and you didn't sit
Hey.
there with my hands
No,
above
I
my
didn't.
head with the shock
you guys-
collar on my forehead.
Listen.
You didn't.
Listen,
You
yeah, I
didn't.
put the shot
Oh
collar on
my
your forehead. I
God!
did.
Get him off of here because I
Karen,
cannot
okay,
even.
Karen, pause.
What?
First of all, I
No.
promised her a
No,
safe
he's
space.
not going to get on here and lie.
So,
Thank
Alexis,
you.
just-
Yes.
just-
That
okay.
Taryn came on to cause some shit. That is messed
Okay.
up. They're
fucking
just trying to
blocked
cover
me
up.
today. Yes, they're all trying to cover her. That's the. Oh my God.
Okay, it's
Oh
okay,
my
Alexis.
God. Do you understand? You guys understand? Listen, yesterday, before Witnesses Live, I got a message, not from Witness. Witness is going live. He's supposed to be sending all the firecrackers the link to do the after show. Did you get the link? No, I didn't. Well, if he doesn't send you a link, message him like 15 minutes and before, and we'll send you one, whatever. Go to message him 15 minutes before the live. He blocked me. Rhett blocked me. All kinds. Most of the Silvases blocked me. Lexi Silva's character blocked me. Witness's girlfriend's character blocked me. All these Silvases blocked me before that live, so that I wouldn't know. And they removed my mom and my sister from the group and blocked them, so none of us would know that they were going live to do the after show because they didn't want to show what they fucking did to me. Then this motherfucker wants to get on here and act like he didn't do it. Like there has to be video, but there's not, because guess what? They had my GoPro turned around facing the wrong way.
And that's offensive. For the record, I believe you 100%.
I didn't get my footage. Do you think I got my footage? You think any of us got our footage? Oh my God.
You will get your footage, though, I'm told.
Ooh, yeah. We'll see.
Well, I hope you do. If you don't get your
Maybe.
footage,
I wasn't there. I was completely there. I was
Hold
completely
on
there.
just a second, Alexis.
I mean, ooh,
Karen,
we need it.
Yes, I'm still here.
do you have headphones in?
No,
You need headphones in.
that makes it even worse, I promise you, but I'll try it.
Yeah, because it's terrible.
And headphones make it worse. I'll put them in and watch. You'll see. I'll come right back there.
Okay.
Hold on.
So now I am
So
terribly
Lexi
sorry.
is part of Kata Silvas now too.
Oh yeah,
I'm
apparently there was this big
sorry about
rumor
that.
that I wanted to fuck Rhett in the hotel room, and that's why I left my husband at home. They brought that up, so she had some vendetta against me because she thought I wanted to fuck her boyfriend. And
Back that up a little bit. That's some tea.
girl, yes, that's some tea right there.
So
That's
what
some
was
fucking
that?
crazy tea. Some asinine tea. Apparently, I left my husband at home with my kids to go on my first fucking
Okay, I'm back with my
solo
headphones.
vacation in a decade at least. I left him at home so that I can fuck the Silvis guys in my hotel room, because I am just a slut. Does your husband know what a slut and a whore you are? Like, that's fucking reaching, man. Like, I don't want any of those guys. Trust.
Wow.
Hold on,
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah. So
hold
she had a vendetta. They all had vendettas against me, and I lay there with my hands cuffed.
oh,
Fucking coward.
what?
Sorry.
Is this true?
Sorry.
Is this true?
Yeah.
That's true. What's
Yep.
on the screen?
What
That's
about
true.
Trent?
Oh yeah.
What about
I
Trent?
didn't know that.
What about
I
Trent?
didn't know that at my tour. They hid it from me until after my tour, and then at the
Look,
barbecue,
Trent is
Alyssa was the
bad,
barbecue
bad,
where they
bad.
barbecued my ass again. Not physically, but they, fucking made me feel all
Must
types
be
of
something with the
uncomfortable.
bikini.
And that's some tea right there. Yeah. So, you know, after Alyssa went out of character, according to her, from her own mouth, she went out of character whenever, you know, during her scene with me. And apparently fainted when she walked away. So, you know, Taryn, that being his woman, I went to see him next in the interrogation room. Imagine how that went. But he didn't burn me with a cigarette. Nope. That wasn't him. That didn't even happen. I fucking did it myself. Like, what the hell? You know, all these marks. He didn't do it. They didn't do it. Wasn't
we're
from
not
the
going to
vinegar on my sunburn that they
hold
knew
on,
I
hold on.
had.
We're not going to
Oh.
slut shame Joko. We're not going to do that in my presence. No slut shaming. If she gets around, she gets around. That's her deal. And it's
Who, me?
No, not you.
No.
I was gonna say, oh my God, please
comments.
no.
No,
Not again.
Not again. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No. Yeah.
I mean, you guys don't understand how deep it went. Seriously, it started. I mean, as soon as I signed up for the tour, I have screen recordings of Nicole talking about how Alexis once, you know, is jealous that that was Nicole. Nicole was going on her tour, and huh?
Do you have a cigarette burn?
Yeah, on my neck.
Pictures of it?
And then and on my chin too. Like you can see where he drug it around my chin. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely,
Okay,
I have pictures.
So, Karen's off. Okay, so we got those in. We got those.
Like I mean, I wasn't even ready to do this yet. But I mean, I'm not gonna let anybody bully me into silence. Like I'll be damned. Like I'm not going to like come and be a character so you guys can silence me and make me feel important. Like hell no. Silence me about what happened and make me feel like I'm important so I get to be a Silvis. Like fuck you.
Yeah.
Damned. No. I mean, I didn't sign up. I mean, like I left the McCamey Manor group and was brought to Tata Silvis because they weren't supposed to be McCamey Manor. My May tour, my solo tour when Anthony was there, it's the fucking greatest thing ever. I mean, and I just seriously, I went into this tour trusting these people like with my life, and like all the things that they were doing, like the scene with like Alyssa and the girls and Taryn, that was very obvious. Well, not Taryn. Taryn, I was kind of confused on. But then it was obvious the next day when I found out him and Alyssa were dating and were together, and she fainted after she brought up some shit, I don't know, after our scene. So that kind of made sense whenever I heard that they were dating. I'm like, oh, well, no wonder Taryn was, you know, coming at me like that. His girlfriend just passed out over there. I don't know if that's true. Right. I mean, you know, I seriously highly doubt it. I highly doubt that anybody fainted because they were just so stressed about yelling at me while I was bound and gagged and couldn't do anything, you know, like they're lucky I was bound and gagged. That's why they put my hands behind my back for the girls instead of in front, because when I'm in front, I can fight, but the guys can kind of, you know, control me. But they knew those girls wouldn't be able to control me, so they put my hands behind my back while Witness sat on my stomach. So, and I had shit in my mouth, so I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, couldn't defend myself, couldn't do anything. I want
to ask Taryn a question, and Taryn, we can bring you on a little bit later if you want, but I promised Alexis that she would have a safe.
Oh my God, he's such a liar. He's such a liar.
A little later.
Before that, Holly.
Hold what?
Before that, Holly, give me a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alexis.
Yeah, I hear.
I was just forwarded pictures. Do you want me to? Do you want me to show them here?
Yeah, let's
or do you just want them posted up in the group?
Go ahead and show them. Let's see what everybody has to say about them. Let's see if I deserved it. That's what I signed up for. No, not you guys. I'm talking about the, you know.
It's gonna take me. It's gonna take me a few minutes. I
had zero plans on doing this tonight. Zero plans, because I'm gonna actually go into the hospital tomorrow because my shoulder is popped out of place and my tongue, the piece that like is supposed to connect, like I'm slurring. My voice is fucked.
Yeah, your tongue cut.
Or my, you know, yeah, like yes, like the piece that's like connects your tongue to the bottom of your mouth. There's a name for
it, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, I forget what it was. I forget what it was called. But it's like ripped because, you know, they were ripping out the tongue of the snake. So they fucking like really hurt my, like really, like I'm gonna have to go have surgery on it probably. I need to go to the doctor tomorrow. It's infected. My eyes are infected. My, I didn't make it to the doctor today because I don't have a babysitter and my husband was working and shit. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna be at the hospital tomorrow.
Okay.
I was shot at point blank with rubber bullets. Yep.
Oh,
I
Michael.
asked for it.
Hold on a second. I got a couple of things to address from in the live chat. First, I want to your uvula. That's what it's called underneath your tongue. I thought the uvula was in the back of your throat. I thought it was the thing that's hangs down at the uvula is the thing that hangs down in the back of your throat. The thing that looks like a penis in the back of your throat. Anyways, so a couple things I want to address. Taryn, I want to address something that you said, and Alexis, I want to say, I promised Alexis that this would be a safe place for her, so I'm going to let her tell her story. And if Taryn should not have been out, come on unless Alexis gave permission. But yes, I will let you speak later, Taryn. I'm sorry, Pink. Anthony may be whatever, but he's still a misogynistic, racist pig, just like most of them are. That's just personally my opinion of him. So yeah, things can be talked. It's not the vulva. No, Courtney, it's not the vulva. The vulva is in a totally different part of your mouth.
I've also.
I mean, your body.
The
your
vulva.
The vulva is in a different part of your mouth.
Stop it.
Okay.
I can say that I've spoken to Anthony personally, and he's not very happy, and he didn't consent to what, he didn't agree with what happened, and he didn't even know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
He
had
a completely different show planned.
In general, so it just
No. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying he's, I don't know. I don't really even know him like that. Like, I just was here to see if they, I mean, I heard good things. Come over here. Don't go roll around in Russ's yard. I would have much rather have rolled around in Russ's dog shit than what I did the Friday night.
Okay. So now my other question is, why do you think, and this is not just specifically for you, Alexis, but maybe for Taryn, and maybe he can answer it later, and maybe he wants to answer it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just think about it, Taryn, while we look at this. Why do you think so I'm told everything that happened to Alexis happened to the other women. Okay. But
wow.
But why are they why is it so much worse on Alexis?
Right. Because they didn't. Because they're fucking liars. That's why.
You think all the girls are lying?
Who said? Oh, the girls said that everything that happened to me happened to them. How do they know? We weren't together.
Okay, well that's
how do
true.
They know? You know that's what true. I mean? How do they know that everything? Who told you that? Because I mean,
I was just assuming that you guys went through like a script.
No, we weren't. No, they separated us. I mean, Melissa went places I didn't go. I went places she didn't go.
Where's the cigarette burn on this picture? Wait, pause.
Hold on.
Go back.
You have to turn.
Wait,
it's like on the side of my neck right there. You see it? On the one right there on the left side. You can see them on my chin. The lines on my chin where a cigarette was drug along my chin. And then the mark right there, I guess it would be on the computer's right side, right there in the middle of my neck. That's a cigarette burn where it was put out on my neck.
Dark one. Can you move your mouse down?
Yeah, it's right let me see. My eyes, my eyes are fucked.
So that dark.
No. That's the chemical burn from the vinegar. That's the chemical burn from the vinegar. Up on my neck is where he put it out. Up, like up on my actual neck, not my collarbone. Over, there, right there, yeah.
Okay, that's a cigarette burn. Okay, no.
I mean, I'll take a closer up
Karen
picture.
deserves to speak to. I agree, Pink, but I promised her a place to speak for herself.
I wasn't going to share these, guys. I wasn't even going to say Taryn's name. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean,
none of the other girls look like this, Taryn. So why do you think that is?
Yeah. That's my question. I mean,
So, and then my other thing is,
and then they wanted to
why
block me and hide me from the after show live so I couldn't talk. Seriously.
and why do you think that why do you think this was her idea? This was she'd done a successful tour already. Why do you think that she would have this feeling now?
All of a sudden, I want to know. I went in there excited. When we got out of the van, we went in a van. Coincidence or I don't know. The fact that we were transported in a fucking van. You know, we're trying to remind.
Did
me
they have
somewhere
coffins
else.
for each of you or no?
No, we were
Oh.
like pillowcased and handcuffed and put in a van. And then we were drove there. And then, you know, but when I got out, I was amped. Like, I mean, they all knew. I sent Alyssa the video of the really super hard workout I've been doing. Like, I'm sure she shared that with them because at one scene, they started telling me to do like names of the exercises that I like, you know, that are in the video. And I'm like, well, I wasn't thinking at the time, but you know, now that I've had time to process, it makes sense. Like they had to have seen the workout video I was doing. They knew. I mean, I lost 35 pounds after my last tour, so I could like be in shape to do this one.
So put that up on the screen, Foz, so that Alexis can address it. Yeah, and then I just want to say that I think,
wow,
I think some of what she's experiencing is like sub drop. You guys don't know what sub drop is.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Obviously.
That's the talk I've been dealing with. She came for the crown. I have so many fucking screenshots of these people talking about how I wanted the crown and all. Like, what the fuck? I am 35 years old. I am not some 22, 23-year-old child, coward, snake, fake ass high school bitch. Like, I am 35 years old. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I was coming to get that adrenaline rush again that I got in May. I don't give a fuck about your non-existent crown. You're not royalty. Like, they really think they're royalty. It's like crazy. Like, I don't care about the crown. That's what the whole thing.
Okay, so now, why would they do this? Why would they all of a sudden turn on you like this?
I don't know.
Because of Alyssa?
Catty fake bitches. I don't know. I have no idea. I was never anything but nice to any of these people ever. But then whenever some stuff started coming out, and I mean, I was told not to talk to this person, not to talk to that person, and that the same people were told not to talk to me because they were told I was like, you know, doing things behind their back and bullying them, and by Alyssa or I mean, I don't know. Nicole was involved because Nicole sent me a bunch of stuff that she said about me to clear her name, but it just was like, what the fuck? Like, she was more involved than I think I realized. But I mean, it was all Alyssa that started it. So I mean, and I was trying to cover for her because I didn't want to rat anybody out. And I don't understand why she just came on this live and like called me out like I was afraid to stand up and say something, like, you know, like that's why I was like, it was Nicole amongst other people. I wasn't even going to say it. Like, I don't understand why Taryn and Alyssa thought they had to come on here and act like I said everything was fucking peachy keen when they know damn well I didn't, you know?
Now I know why it was Taryn, Witness, and Alyssa together. And that's real fucking shady. Taryn, this is also a side of you I've never seen before. I've never done anything to you, Taryn, and I've never been anything but respectful
I was hype
to you.
At the party. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I like you. I still like you. But this is like, this is weird. I mean, this is strange. And
I will say it wasn't all Taryn. But I mean, Taryn did some really messed up stuff. And if he wants to come on and act like he didn't, like, I'm not going to sit there and keep my mouth shut. But, you know. So yeah, I wasn't hype at the party. That was like not even 24 hours after.
What's missing here? Why would CS all of a sudden turn? I mean, something's missing.
And I don't know. I guess all these girls were scared to have me on their tour. They didn't want me to I think that they didn't want me to have the crown. They were intimidated by me. They wanted the attention. You know what I mean? Like I was stealing their thunder or what the fuck ever. Like they're catty. I don't know. And then they were fake nice to my face. Then I would find out shit and I would go into our little firecracker chat and call them all out, tell them like, don't be fucking fake behind my back. Like, don't stab me in the back. Like, I will aim for your chest. I give no fuck. And I don't understand why all these people believe that I'm just like running around talking about, others behind their backs. I don't do that. I will say it to your fucking face. I have never had a problem opening my mouth.
Hold on just a second. Taryn, on that live with Witness and Alessa, when she dropped out. That's what I'm talking about.
And then he was on the live. He was on the live with Nicole too, trying to make me speak publicly on it. They fucking like framed me. They were like roping me in. I'm not stupid. Like I was then because I didn't know that Taryn and Alessa were together. But whenever Taryn was on the panel, I wasn't even going to get on that panel. By the way, that was all this drama was going on, and it was Hell Week, and they were trying to get me to quit, and I wasn't going to. Like I wasn't going to give them that satisfaction. I guess I'm fucking hard headed, but during Hell Week, they like me and like JM. I found out all kinds of people were sending me screenshots of things that Nicole said about me, JM said about me, Alessa said about me. I mean, Taryn, you were pretty in the clear, man. Like I don't know, but then and Lexi, I didn't even know she had an issue until the tour. Like I was pretty blindsided by a lot of people being on my tour that apparently had issues with me. And I would have hoped, anybody else that they wouldn't do that to somebody else. That's terrible. You don't bound somebody and let people who have issues with them or people who have issues with their girlfriend or whatever, fucking torture them and fuck with them while they're bound and gagged and, screaming at the top of their lungs. But I mean, I don't know. It was very, very, very fucked up. It was very fucked up. None of the other girls looked like I do. I said I had sunburn. The medical professional said vinegar is good for your sunburn. Yeah, vinegar distilled in water is good for your sunburn a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Aloe vera is good for your sunburn. But I Googled, obviously, and vinegar on a sunburn can cause chemical burn. So I'm fairly fucking sure that's what's on my neck, but we'll find out for sure tomorrow. And if it's not, then I'm pretty curious as to what the fuck it is. Because I mean, who knows? It could be anything. I don't know what's on my neck, but it wraps all the way around. Like you guys just saw one side. There's shit all over the other side too. So
they sent more pictures, but it's really hard for me to.
No, yeah. No, I'm sure they're checking them out in the group. I guess I wasn't fucking gonna do this, but my God, well, you're gonna come on there and act like you were just. I enjoyed myself. Like just keep your fucking mouth shut. Acting like I enjoyed myself.
Anybody
here,
that's
I like.
Hold on a second. Anybody that's not in the group because you left the group because you were going to get kicked out of Truthers if you didn't leave Revisited, you can come back. Now, I just want to say something to address this. Taryn, you were on a live with Witness and Alessa or Alyssa or whatever the fuck her name is. When Witness got a phone call from Rhett, okay, and when I say phone call, I know it was a phone call. I'm putting air quotes up there because it was like they're horrible actors for being actors, right? Because it was, I mean, to me, it was obvious that he knew that phone call was coming. That it was so fucking obvious. Anyway, you knew there was bullshit drama. You knew there was bullshit drama because you were right there when Witness got that phone call and was screaming. We could all hear it. You all knew, and Witness was fucking going off about the fucking drama. So you knew there was bullshit drama between the girls.
Taryn didn't know anything about anything, according to Alyssa. But, that was said on a phone call, so I don't have proof of that. But,
Karen,
he didn't know anything about anything. He had no idea. No
Karen,
clue, she said.
Hold on a second. Karen, it doesn't matter about Trent. They're split up. It doesn't matter about Trent. She can date a person today. She can break up with Taryn tomorrow and go be with fucking Witness the next day. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Quick rebound. That's fine. You know, the heart, what it wants, what it wants. We're not here to judge anybody's lifestyle or relationship partner choices. We're not. But the thing is,
Well, if you don't want to be judged on your lifestyle or relationship partner choices, don't ever go to Kay DeSilva's, because they will judge you on your lifestyle choices, and they will judge your looks, and they will judge your weight, and they will judge your teeth, and they will judge all kinds of stuff. They didn't, I mean, oh yeah, they did check out my teeth, but apparently I had pretty teeth. Somebody didn't have pretty teeth, so I'm not going to say the name, but I felt fucking bad for her. You know, big old snake bully Alexis felt really bad whenever they were making fun of somebody's teeth and their weight. Like, terrible, fucking terrible.
Yeah, I mean they don't have to resort
But
to
I'm the
making fun of
bully.
people. That's not psychological. That is but okay, so I mean, to me, maybe I'm bitter, Taryn. Maybe that's just, I don't know, jaded or something. But most of the things that I've called in this whole fucking realm, I've been right about. Okay? I can think of very few things I've been wrong about in this whole thing. I mean, the whole realm of ever since I got involved with this in November. I'm going to call this. Alessa dropped out of the tour because she wanted to do fucking some damage to Alexis. That's what I'm thinking. She wanted to be part. She did not say.
Absolutely, they were so mad when I knew she was English
and all this fucking bullshit. She did not. She did not. I'm sorry.
I was laughing. Oh, you should see the messages. You should see the messages between me, Kat, and Angela when she was doing that. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl.
Well, here's the thing. After that live that you did with Alessa and Witness, he was basically saying, if anybody talks shit on this girl, Alyssa, whatever her name is it Alessa or Alyssa? It's spelled Alessa.
I'm assuming it's Alyssa. I have no idea. It's not a real name.
Yeah, most likely it's not a real name. But for her to, I mean, he sat there and pointed. He was above her on the screen, pointing, if anybody talks shit on this girl or whatever, like, I will find you. I'll find out. And it was just like, why? Why was any of the drama between the girls? Why did any of the actors in CS get involved in it? Why did they get involved in it? It's supposed to be a tour that these girls are supposed to be doing.
And
okay, maybe she didn't want to do damage, but maybe
that.
she wanted to be able to. Maybe she wanted to fuck with Alexis. Maybe she did. I mean, you can say it's not true at all, Taryn. You can say it's not true at all, but you also said you had no idea about the drama.
It was very odd after that live. After that live, let me just say this, and then I'll be quiet for a second. After that live that you're speaking of, Alyssa messaged me, kissing my ass. I hope you know that you're okay at the tour, and you know everybody has your back at the end of the day, and they're not talking about you. And you know, I mean, she was actually, I think she was messaging me. I had and then called me a million times in a row because you know she don't want me to have the screenshots. Like, I'm not stupid. I know how they work.
But Rhett said your name on that live.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But, you know, that's why she called me to, you know, they wanted to try to make, or called me or messaged me to try to, I don't remember, I'll have to go look, to try to make it look like, you know, they're just saying that to you know, make it look like it's you, but it's really someone else, or I don't know, tell me I'm fine, wanting to come do my hair before the tour, all kinds of stuff, sending me pictures of, I have extensions, you want me to do extensions on you, what about for the cookout? And then during the tour, you know, she said something like, because I want as Harley Quinn, she said something like, fucking Harley Quinn. Like, if I would have let her put extensions in my hair for that tour, she would have fucking ripped them out right then. I know it. I'm so glad that I was smarter and I knew what the game was. I knew the game they were playing. Like, she's a snake. She's a snake.
Yeah. Nicole's a snake. Maybe Alessa's a snake. But you know, it is
and I told CS because God, there's so much, girl. There's so much.
Yeah. So you said something about an NDA. I want to get into that a little bit. You don't have to talk about much because I'll just talk about what I think. I'm going to ask you some questions because I don't think actually the contents of the NDA, the contents of the NDA can be discussed. Like what you signed
I
can be
don't even
discussed.
remember what was on it. They made us all read it out loud while, somebody was rocking around the room fucking us with us fucking us.
Hey, can you guys?
Please don't take that and run with it, guys.
Hey, can you guys hear this?
Yeah. Hear what?
You don't hear that fucking my neighbor's fucking like fucking rabbits upstairs. It's like crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's so fucking annoying.
Was it the banging? Is that what it was? Like the banging?
It was like, but they're boring. They don't make any other noise than bed squeaking. It's just ridiculous.
I thought
So
I heard the
anyway,
bed squeaking.
so anyways, it's not my bed squeaking. I just had to embarrass my neighbors on live. But anyway, shit, where was I? The NDA. So did you,
Yes.
an NDA is, the purpose of an NDA
Yep.
is to protect valuable and confidential information from being disclosed by the receiver of the information for a predetermined amount of time, right? Was there a time frame on your NDA? Like you can't talk
Not
about
that
it
I
for
believe. Like
this long.
No, not that I believe. But I mean, I didn't.
And they didn't give you a
say
copy.
I wasn't gonna.
You have
No,
a
I don't
copy
have
of
a
it?
copy. There was a notary line, but nobody notarized it in front of me. There was a witness line. Nobody witnessed it in front of me.
Oh, then it's not legal if they have a
But-
notary line on there and a
Absolutely
witness
it's not.
line on there, then and the notary did not see you
It
sign it.
wasn't. I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure the notary probably.
depends
There probably
if
will be. But
Tennessee is a notary state, though.
Tennessee is what?
okay.
That's a question on if Tennessee is even a notary state, because
Why
like
would they have a line there if there was?
they might have just made
That was
something
Alyssa's
to
big
make it look
idea
legit,
that they
but
needed to know that they needed to add a notary to the waiver or whatever to the NDA.
Then they should have a notary there to sign it. A
legal.
notary has to witness the signature.
Exactly. Oh, she said that she was going to be paying to get her notary license, so she probably notarized it after the fact. She's also a bunch of other things that I don't believe are true, but she's something, man. Whew. I just cannot believe that. Like, why would you even get on here and act like like I enjoyed myself? What the hell?
Right. Well, so
And
I mean, was there any part of it that you enjoyed? Because you did talk.
I did enjoy my time with the 13 guy. Yeah. Like, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. There was times where, like whenever it was like at the beginning, whenever all of us girls were together, I mean, that was a good time. I will say, because it was before I realized what the fuck was about to happen to me when they separated us. I wasn't expecting to go and have like, I was thinking that we were going to have like a group tour, and that's what the plan was until Anthony left. But yeah, I didn't sign up to get. I mean, I didn't say I wouldn't disclose the fact that I got my ass beat. Like I'm sorry, but like what they did was not legal. It's not legal. I don't care what I signed. What they did to me is not legal. I did not sign up for that. It's supposed to be like an illusion. That's what I was agreeing to keep a secret. They're the illusion of how they make things happen to make you feel like you are in danger, but you're really not. Like that's why on my solo tour, I was fucking fine afterwards. Any bruise I had, I did it to myself. I literally trusted those guys with my life, but it was only the OG Silvis guys there. It was in the, and a couple of the women, but it wasn't, all these past contestants who have no idea how to be a haunt actor, especially at an extreme haunt. They had no fucking business being in there. If they wanted to fucking confront me, they should have confronted me in person at the cookout when I wasn't bound, instead of kissing my ass at the cookout or giving me dirty looks until I decided to leave and then bombard me when I'm in my car trying to go and then won't get out of my car. And I have audio of that too, so be afraid. Like, don't come on here acting like nothing happened. I have audio of shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the truth will come out. So please don't fucking lie about it, because you're going to look stupid. And I will make sure of it. Like, I will fuck your feelings. How about that? Like, seriously. Like, I'm not going to be made out to be a liar. Like, I enjoyed that shit. Like, I asked for that. I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah,
I've never
so
seen this person before.
Oh, I didn't see that. I wasn't even looking. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
So
I've
wait,
had people
so
message me comparing it to, the Lori B beat down. Like we haven't seen somebody look as fucked up as you are since Lori B. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I felt like I received a McCamey Manor California Days beatdown. And I didn't sign up for that. I signed up for a girls tour that I expected to maybe, be a little bit more rough and tumble than the first tour was. But I was thinking like Quincy rough and tumble on my
didn't
first
you
tour. Like
didn't you
I had
ask
fun
for
with
them to bring
Quincy.
it though?
I
Didn't you ask
asked,
for them?
yes, but I wanted them to bring more mental, more rough and tumble. Like whenever on my first tour, whenever I went into like Quincy's pig pen, he didn't hurt me, but he like wrestled me around and stuff. And I mean, I was able to defend myself. And I mean, it was like he didn't go too far. I feel like I was expecting, I mean, I was saying like Witness, you can like fucking throw me around a little bit. Like I can handle being thrown around, but I mean, I was screaming and writhing in pain. And I wasn't, I mean, I didn't want to be writhing in pain. I didn't, like that's not what I meant by bring it. I didn't mean,
Yeah. Did they edit
beat
your
me up,
screaming out of
bound
the
me and
live?
beat me
Do
like
you
people,
know?
that I don't even,
Did they edit your?
I haven't, honestly, I haven't even really watched it. Because I don't know. I'm not ready to watch it. And
Savvy's
I
asking you a
know what
question.
I want to address something though. I don't
my
think that
first
there's.
tour was the tits. Yes, ma'am. It sure was. My solo one was. But I felt like, yeah, this tour, they brought people that had personal issues with me. Apparently, these created personal issues with me. And then I guess I don't know. I don't know where
I mean,
Lexi
that's
heard I want to
true.
fuck her man in the hotel, and then she brings it up during my tour. I wanted to, in Dalton because I don't see. I don't even want to. I don't even want to throw that out there because like it's just like I don't want to just talk and talk and talk and talk. But it's just so much stuff. Like they said, I wanted to fuck Dalton in the hotel and Witness in the hotel, and like I mean, yeah, like just fucking run the train. Like, sorry, David. Hope you don't mind. Like, what the hell? Like, and these
I don't
girls.
even know who Dalton is.
He was on my first tour.
Mm.
But yeah, like I mean, and I, because of what Alyssa was telling me before the tour that it's don't take anything personal, blah 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 blah. And so I was trying to convince myself that like, hey, name of the game, like whatever. But I was also completely fucked up, and I didn't sleep afterwards. I just didn't know. I was processing, decompressing, whatever they say. Um, but yeah, then I went to the cookout, and I mean, I was getting dirty looks by people. Nobody like, I mean, the only guys that would talk to me, or the people that would talk to me, was like the guys from Arcs and all the actors, like all the haunt actors that they had there that weren't involved in the catty high school drama in the group. And all those guys came up to me and, mad respect, you were awesome, like, you killed it, yada yada yada. And but they weren't. I don't know honestly who was even in the room for Taryn's scene, but I don't know. But Taryn, whenever Alyssa came up and was talking to me, he walked up to Alyssa and was like rubbing her back, and he didn't like say a word to me, like anything, like I hope you don't, I hope you don't take anything I did personal or nothing. And then like when Alyssa called me, they were all calling me. They bombarded me at my hotel on the day I was checking out, all kinds of shit. And like whenever I was, yesterday, Alyssa called me to backpedal up Shit Creek. She tried to tell me I had a 10-minute conversation with Taryn the night of the cookout, and he was, giving me mad props and shit, I guess. But no, that didn't happen. Like, I mean, she was trying to like convince me.
Don't they videotape their parties? Don't they go live on their parties a lot? Is there
I
footage of you doing?
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for the live. They knew I wasn't even going to go because I was mad. I was upset because of the way I looked. Like, what the hell? Like,
right.
Right. So I wasn't even going to go. And then I decided, you know what? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to go in there and hold my head held high. Like, I did none of the stuff that these people are accusing me of doing. Like, I didn't, you know, like, what the, like, I'm going, like, let them see what they fucking did. And I went there, and I mean, nobody really, Lexi gave me dirty looks.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
talked to me. It was very uncomfortable. I
Savvy
something
said
to
people were
somebody.
talking to you.
Savvy talked to me. I sat down beside Savvy. She talked to me. Me and Katie talked. Me and a couple of the guys that, you know, are from that aren't like actual Silvases. They came up and talked to me. Melissa came and told me that Alyssa was scared to talk to me but wanted to. So I went up and I talked to her. And Taryn came up and was rubbing her back. And then I found out that they were dating and that she stepped out of character and fainted during her scene with me. And then my next scene was Taryn, and I clicked in my head that, like, it made sense. Like, oh my God, you know, this is all like a fucking setup between them and whoever the fuck else was involved. You
Hold
know, I don't know. Like, so I was mad.
Alexis, before you answer this, let me say something. Let me say something. That's fucking victim shaming, Taryn. It really
Right?
is.
That's what I'm saying. He's a dick, dude.
That's
He's
fucking
an
bullshit.
arrogant, cocky
That's
dick. You know how many
bullshit.
people have messaged me talking about how arrogant and cocky and big of a dick Taryn is? Like, shut
Yeah.
up, dude.
No, that's
No,
like
like, you're
that's
making yourself look stupid. Like, if I were you, I would hop off here or just not say anything because you look stupid. No one's
yeah.
gonna believe you.
So one thing. Let's just talk a little bit about Taryn. You know, you've
And
done
like,
this shit before. Okay, you've done this shit before, and this is something that is psychological, physical, mental, emotional for people. You don't come out of that just like, all right, like everything's perfect. You come out of it changed and altered. Everybody does. And you might have this moment, and she might have all the way through it had this like euphoria kind of thing, because it was like, it was in the moment. That doesn't mean what happened to her was right and not excessive and not personal.
well,
Okay.
see, they
And then
kept
you
the
come,
fact that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah,
You're
sorry.
done.
And then she comes out of it. You know, there is time you have to process that shit. Why do you think Alyssa wants people to go through this aftercare program that, by the way, that is a bunch of fucking bullshit that CS
Yes,
offers
it is.
an
They've offered it to me. I said,
aftercare
I
program.
I see my own fucking therapist. I'm good on your shitty.
Right.
And it's not, I guarantee you they're just going to send you to past contestants. Like,
So, and this is
Get outta here.
what I'm going to say about it. If they truly want to give an aftercare experience, the aftercare experience needs to be there after the tour, right after the tour. That's not aftercare, is not giving somebody a link to a website to go sign up for something. That's not it. So
Well, in
if,
there,
or
yeah,
whatever it is
I
they
agree.
do, there was no aftercare person there to talk to you after the tour, right?
No, it's just everybody that just got,
Right,
that
but their
forced me to
aftercare
not care. And
program
it was
does
like,
not
yeah,
include
I mean, it
somebody.
was like, it was like Witness was in there. I think Rhett came in. I mean, because I was upset that I quit because, like I said, I wasn't allowed to quit things when I was a kid and stuff. And I brought it with me to adulthood. So I'm just stubborn as fuck. I refuse to quit. It doesn't matter. Like, but obviously I'm not, I mean, I have a breaking point, but yeah, but it wasn't like, I mean, and even in the moment, you're trying to convince yourself that, like, like, these people, like, this is happening to everybody else. This is what was supposed to happen. Like, they have your best interest at hand. Your first tour, you came out fine. Like, even though, like, something might hurt, I was thinking, okay, it can't be something that's actually going to hurt me, because, they do have, like, well, when Anthony was there, they had, like, their little tricks and their little secrets and shit. But they definitely didn't use any secrets on me, man. They used some real shit.
Yeah. So, okay,
And
Savannah.
Yeah.
Savannah says they use BetterHelp, not past contestants or actors, because that wouldn't be ethical in any capacity. So you're telling me that having them sign a document that has a line for a notary without a notary there is ethical? That's ethical? It's not.
And I mean, and that's all on tape too. They tape that shit. So, I mean, it's very obvious that there was not a notary there. And while we're reading the thing, we're being messed with, and we're all reading together. I mean, I couldn't comprehend that shit. I don't even know what
I've
I
never
read,
seen a contestant
honestly.
come out of CS looking like this.
Well, no. And that's why I went there, because they weren't supposed to be, delivering beat downs like McKamey Manor style. Like they were supposed to be different and smart and brilliant, and they could make you do it. They can make you, give you an extreme experience without actually fucking you up.
Karen, that's not how aftercare works. Sorry, it's not how aftercare works. You don't just aftercare doesn't just mean immediately after, but it should include immediately after.
Okay, well, everybody
But
gives
it
me
also
mad props
includes
immediately after, and then pulls
and
me away
is it
right after I come out. Nobody talked to me except for well, I'm not going to say this person's name, because like I said, I'm loyal to people that I feel like are. I don't even know if he's loyal to me, but until he burns me and proves me wrong, then whatever. But I left with him and then some other girl, and Gina and Melissa, and nobody talked to me afterwards except for Katie. Katie talked to me as I was like, walking after I got dressed, but right after it was over, everybody, oh, you're great, you're the last one standing, blah, 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 like trying to make me feel, I guess, better, or I did a good job. I don't know. And then they hauled me off back to my hotel room. Me and Melissa stayed up all night talking about it and crying about it, and stayed up, all day and the next day talking and crying about it. And then Melissa went to sleep. And then I went to the store, and then I decided, I don't even know if I'm going to go to that stupid cookout. Like, why would I go? And then Melissa and Gina ended up leaving and going together. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to get ready. So I got ready, and I said I was coming. I messaged Katie, said I was coming. And the next thing you know, they go live with Melissa and Gina, because they knew I was on my way. They didn't want, they didn't want me to, want me to be live. And just like they didn't want me to be live yesterday. Why do you think I was on the YouTube page asking for the fucking link?
right?
Because I wasn't going to get one. I was blocked from the live group. My mom and my sister got removed and blocked from the whole group because, they probably figured they'd go on there and
What's
say
that
something.
about, Karen? Since you're so
why'd all the Silvases block me?
So since you're
if you guys are so
in the
innocent.
know about what the Silvases will or will not do, what's that about? And off topic a little bit, Foz, is this fucking Dave the fisherman, our good friend that used to follow us around every live we'd have and say, "What about McKamey Manor?" about everything. Is that him?
Well, what about McKamey Manor?
I don't know.
He's a fucking he's a puppy dog right now compared to what I went through on Friday.
No. You didn't go through San Diego days. No.
I said what? No, he's a puppy dog now. Now. What he does now. What he does now. Yes. No. I know. I've seen that shit. That's how I got involved in this, because I started, just looking up like McKamey Manor exposure, and then I went down the rabbit hole, and then I was like, okay. Then I saw all the Tennessee stuff, and I'm like, okay, I can do that, and I signed up, and then Dan and JM brought me over to Katie Silvis.
How many? No, that's not true, Ashley. That's not true. That there were only 0, but CS is like, only difference is people running it. The CS is not like what McKamey Manor is right now. It's definitely like what McKamey Manor was in San Diego, but without the van. No, they had a van, didn't they?
Well,
but it's a little bit of, I think CS is a little bit of what McKamey Manor wanted to be when he moved to Tennessee, and what he was trying to be in San Diego. I don't know. It's pretty similar to San Diego, right? But not as
nobody punched me in my face. I was definitely like held underwater. Nobody punched me in the face. Just burnt me with cigarettes in it.
Is Dave Joe Schmo?
I saw you in the.
Is Dave Joe Schmo?
I think Dave is. I have no way of saying that. But when they had you in the tub, it reminded me of McKamey Manor right there. I'm like,
I dislocated my shoulder in that
right
tub.
There.
I dislocated my shoulder in that tub. And I was hoping that, shit was going to start getting better, but I need to go get some ointment for these, whatever's on my neck. I don't even know what to put on it, because I don't know if it's a chemical burn, or I don't know what it is on my neck. I need to find that out. Need to find out what's going on with
coconut
my
oil,
my shoulder. I can't. Oh, I can't feel. I put coconut water on it. I did put coconut water on it. But yeah, my thumb from the handcuffs because they're supposed to be double locking handcuffs so they can't tighten up. Well, they didn't double lock my handcuffs, so they were tight as fuck. And I was asking them to loosen them. But that's why I said on the live yesterday that I was on that like Grace. I liked when Grace or Witness was around because Grace had the camera, so he would unloosen my handcuffs. And when Witness was around, I felt like everybody kind of didn't go as hard or something because Witness kind of came over and did the thing. I don't know. It was maybe because he's an OG character. I felt like maybe he would have my best interest at heart a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, after I would say like how we were talking about the aftercare thing. Like I left there feeling like okay, not knowing how I felt, and that's why I didn't really want to go to the cookout the next day. But then I went and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and give these people a chance. Let's see if like
Hey, Foz, Savvy's comment, please, or question.
But yeah, I went to see if my shoulder dislocates when I throw a ball or a frisbee. It has happened. It hasn't happened in years. So I was hoping that's what it was and it was going to, feel better. But, my shoulder just didn't dislocate in May. I mean, you have to be pretty like fucking like rough. Like when I throw a ball or a frisbee, I have to like put some oomph into it to get it to dislocate. It's not just going to, dislocate because I'm standing there. Like I was being forced into the tub and I'm holding on to the sides, trying to pull myself up while people were pushing me down and my shoulder dislocated. So, I mean, if I wasn't, if Anthony was there, I would have probably been having to dunk myself because I don't think he would have allowed most of that. Anthony was like the big safety guy. And I was honestly, when I found out that he quit, I was hoping it was like some big hoax and he just needed a break and then he was going to show up at the firecracker tour and be like, here I am, bitches, but then I mean, that didn't happen obviously. And I was very bummed out because if he would have been there, I wouldn't look like I look right now. And
Hold
I know
on a
that
second.
for a fact.
Foz, Dave the Fisherman is Joe Schmo. He say the exact fucking same shit.
Could be.
People aren't people aren't very smart whenever they internet.
Yeah, he is exactly the exact same shit. Hi, Josh. Dave, we know all this about fucking, well, most of the shit you're saying about McCamey Manor. What's your fucking point? What's your point? Like, what is your point? You, I don't know how many of our lives you've been on saying the exact same fucking thing. What's your point? Do you want to come on live and tell us all again? Everything we already know?
All again?
We all know this already.
Oh, and Holly, I would like to also apologize to you for my message. The only message I've ever sent you. Apparently, I was also playing both sides, according to Alyssa. And I was like whoever told me that. I got so many messages. I don't remember who told me that.
I will apologize for my response back, but I'm very protective of Melissa. And
I know, but I was being protective of Alyssa. How sick is that? That's why, and me and Melissa were really good friends. And Alyssa started telling me all this stuff, and I was like, what? Hell no, I'm not going to let you do that after this and this and this and this. And so then I, messaged you because of the situation. And I just wanted to see what your input was to see if I was like getting it right about Melissa, because that's my girl, and I'm like, what is somebody like? She was trying to turn me and Melissa against each other at the very beginning, and it almost worked. But thank God Melissa's a real ass bitch and messaged me and didn't go behind my back and shit talk and then act fake nice to my face. No, she messaged me and we cleared the air and I apologized. But yeah, I was feeling protective over Alyssa because she made me feel bad for her. Like she didn't have a voice and wouldn't stand up. Well, she sure as fuck used her voice on Friday, and then Saturday she cowered. I don't know. And it's like, why was people scared to talk to me when I was there? Like, if you guys didn't do anything wrong, why are you scared to talk to me? You sure weren't scared when I was bound and gagged. I don't know. I mean, if people want to not believe my story after those pictures, well, there's more. So there will be more coming. I don't know. And I don't think people really realize that, like, my whole family is cops. I have lawyers in my family. Like, I don't understand why these people targeted me. I wasn't the right one. I should have targeted a little weakling because I wasn't the right one. So, I mean,
it's just curious to me that like shit happened that is just like, I mean,
I
the shoulder
was
dislocation didn't happen in May. I mean, do you have pictures from
exactly.
your tour in May?
Yeah, absolutely. They took
Because you
pictures of me right after my tour, man. I'm standing there with Ralphie smiling, a
and
big old smile
but
on my
do you
face,
have
like,
pictures of like
and
bruises and
yeah,
stuff you
yeah.
got then?
Yeah, on my legs, but I gave myself every bruise that I had on my legs. Like, I took pictures, but I wasn't mad at them. I was like, damn, like, I fucked myself up because I fell
Just
a
your
lot
legs?
carrying that.
You didn't
I
have
was carrying
anything
a
on your
cinder
neck
block.
or anything?
I had a little bit of wrist from the cuffs, but on my face, no. On my neck, no. On any part of my body, no, other than my legs and some on my wrist from the handcuffs. But I mean, you can kind of expect to have, when you have metal handcuffs on, even when they're loose enough, you're pulling and you're fighting and people are pulling you by them. So you can kind of expect to be, a little bruised up on your wrist or whatever. But yeah, I had bruises on my legs and I had a bruise on my finger because I dropped the cinder block on it when I flipped over a tree. But I did that on my own. I was carrying a cinder block and through the dark woods and flipped over a tree and didn't see it. And, I landed on the cinder block with my leg and just somehow fell on my finger. And yeah, so I had like a big old bruise on my leg from falling on the cinder block. Like, it was nothing compared to what I have now. I didn't do any of this to myself. None
Hold
of
on,
it.
Michael. What do you mean?
Are there any receipts for what Alyssa told you? Melissa was apparently saying I would seriously been.
Was that in regards to
Alyssa told me.
your comment about messaging me?
Oh, I don't even know what Alyssa told you Melissa was saying. Oh, about message me what you're talking about because I don't even remember. There might be.
Did you? I'm wondering if because he's obviously heard something on the live that he's referring to, but the only time we talked about Alessa and Melissa together
Probably
was your message to me, but that wasn't what
was when I
Alessa.
messaged you.
That
Yes.
wasn't what Alessa told you Melissa was saying, was it? It was what Alyssa was saying to you that made you think something. Oh, okay. He's going to explain. What is it then? Or message her.
I think I know what he's talking about, and I don't think there was as much truth.
CS said they had screenshots
He
about
was
what? My God,
told,
I'm
but
missing some shit.
who has screenshots? Who said CS has screenshots of what?
Of what? But
Of what?
remember, if Truthers doesn't accept screenshots, why should we?
Screenshots of what?
I know, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see them. Screenshots of what? They don't fucking screenshots. Of what? Of me doing something bad about those girls? Maybe. Maybe after I found out that there was a big smear campaign. Maybe after I found out Alyssa was English, I probably said something like, "They better cuff me. They better hope that what I say? They better hope that they restrain me because." And that's exactly what they did. Or I don't know. I'll find the message. But I said they better hope that they restrain me or something to where I can't fight back because. And if I'm able to fight back, I really hope Alyssa's able to, control me because the men are able to control me. So I was like, I hope she can. And I think that's why they, cuffed me behind my back. Smart move because it wouldn't
yes.
have been good if I was cuffed in the front.
I want to say, so Michael, like just for clarity's sake on that website thing, that I think it's great. I think that the first three sessions are on them. That's wonderful. I do think that that's wonderful. Because ultimately your mental health is your mental health and it's up to you to pursue any further therapy from that. 3 sessions I think is a really good thing. But aftercare is not just mental. Aftercare is emotional and physical, and there should be somebody there right then when it ends. Like, I mean, I think Melissa and Alexis gave each other aftercare afterwards.
We
I
sure
mean,
absolutely did.
quite
Melissa
honestly.
was in my room the whole weekend. Like before we had each other, we were encouraging each other before. And it's really sad though, because we were so excited to go do that. And we thought we were going to be able to we were going to go through it together because that was the plan. Like, I mean, obviously we don't plan the show. We don't know what they were doing, but I mean, when Anthony was there, he was telling us a little bit of what to prepare for, what to do. And I mean, it was like going to be a great tour. And that's what we signed up for. Like, we thought we were going to go in there and be able to show them that we're not snakes. We're not the fake people. We are loyal. We have each other's backs, and I had one opportunity to support her, and she fucking immediately stopped struggling and ate that bug like a bad bitch because she did not. It looked like a cicada, but it wasn't, and she did not want to eat that thing. And I was like, Melissa, God, see, look, ew. Melissa, Red. I'm gonna start calling Red. That's Red. Red. I was like, look at me. And I was like, be the bad bitch you are. And she stopped struggling and she ate that thing like a champ. I was so proud of her. And then they told me, don't you fucking talk to her or whatever. And then we got split up right after that. And I never saw the girls again until we were in the van. But yeah. I feel like if the Silvases or Kata Silvers or whoever would have not, I felt like they were trying to hide me. Like they were trying to hide what they did. They were trying to act like it didn't happen. Like when everybody was able to go onto the Facebook page and go on the live, and they were all in that group on the group live commenting, and every Silvis was on there, and it was just Misty and Melissa and Gina, and I was just totally excluded. And it was like, what did I ever fucking do? Like, I showed up to the shit that I fucking paid for, and you guys screwed up, and you guys hurt me, and now you're trying to hide me or something, like screwed up. You had people there that didn't know what the fuck they were doing, like you shouldn't have done that.
I'm curious what Lexi did to you.
Lexi, she thought that I was apparently wanting to fuck Rhett in the hotel room or something, and she brought that up during the tour, and that was when I was restrained. I don't know. Whenever I was with the girls, I got slapped in the face a lot, and I had shit shoved in my mouth, like really, really, really hard. And Witness was sitting on my stomach, and I couldn't when they were slapping me. I mean, I don't want to be slapped by any girl. I didn't go there to be slapped in the face by anybody, especially girls that apparently don't like me and think that I want to bang their boyfriends in the hotel room and all this other stuff. And I don't know where she heard that. And I honestly thought that was bullshit. And it was just something to get in my head during the tour. But then when I went to the cookout the next day, Lexi was the first person I saw when I walked in. She was sitting over in the, across the way or whatever. And I was actually excited to meet her in person. I wasn't even, I didn't even have anything against her at all. And she gave me a dirty look and turned her nose up in the air and didn't even made me feel very, very uncomfortable as soon as I walked in. And I'm like, okay, what happened last night? And then I walk in, and she turned her nose up at me. And then, I mean, I just was standing there, and I ended up talking to Gina's husband, the first person I talked to, because nobody was welcomed me to the party or anything. I'm sorry, I'm your guest. You were supposed to be the host. And I walked in there feeling very uncomfortable. I should have listened to my gut and not went. And so I talked to Gina's husband, and then Gina and her husband left. And so then I was like, okay. So then I went and sat down by Katie, because Katie was, I thought we were friends, but she blocked me under her alt account, because she deactivated her Katie account, but she blocked me under her, I guess, Silvis account. I don't know why everybody blocked me. It's I don't know. I just went and did a tour with you guys, and now you all are blocking me. It's how am I supposed to feel what happened to me wasn't really fucked up whenever everybody that was involved in there and are blocking me. It's like, are they? I don't know. It just makes them look really guilty, I
Can
guess, and it really
That's like what
confuses me.
Rust would do.
can
It's
I
really,
If
can
yeah,
I
it
Rust
was
knew
very.
somebody
clarify
was going to be
something?
unhappy with his tour, that he would go and block them and kick them out of his group right away.
Can I
It's like
can
what they
I
did to you.
can I address
Go ahead.
something in comments? Pink. So I think she's talking about there was some kind of was it a group chat message room
There was a
live
fire. There was a firecracker. There was. Oh wait, I'm
that you
talking
weren't
about the
invited
after
to?
tour live. I'm talking about the after tour live that was up yesterday
Oh, that
in the Kata Silvis
was
group.
in the Kata
It was
Silvis
also
group.
on the YouTube page. I was supposed to somebody that is close with Kata Silvis. I'm not going to throw him under the bus because, as far as I know, he didn't do anything to me during the tour, but he did be like kind of funny. So, I'm not mad at him. I don't fault him, and I don't know. I don't know if he's genuine or not, but I'm not going to throw him under until I find out. But yeah, so he was shit. What was the question? Say it again. I'm still like
Okay, so
mind
there was a
fucked. What was the
live that you
question?
weren't invited to, and
Oh,
that was
okay. Yeah. Okay. He messaged me and he said, Witness is doing a live later. He's supposed to be messaging all the firecrackers the link. Did he message you one? And I'm like, no, and he's like, okay, well, he was like, I'm going to be busy, today or whatever. He was like, so just wanted to let you know that it's happening. And like 15 minutes before the live, if you don't get a link, message Witness and ask him for one. I'm like, well, why do I have to message him if he's messaging all the firecrackers? Like, he's going to forget about me or, like again or what? So anyway, so I never got a link. So then I want to message him and I'm fucking blocked. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? That's weird. So then I look up Rhett and I'm blocked from Rhett too. And I'm like, okay, that's really weird because Rhett ambushed me at my hotel the night after the cookout when me and Lexi got into an argument in my car, which is all on tape, by the way. And because I was trying to leave peacefully and I got bombarded and wasn't allowed to leave, they were accusing me of drinking cups of Everclear, all kinds of stuff. I had one margarita and I was fucking like tired and sleep deprived and mind fucked because I just, what happened to me the night before. So they were trying to convince me, like I talked to Taryn for 10 minutes and, I had Everclear and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I just want to go. Like, I just want to leave. I just want to go, get out of my car. I want to leave peacefully. And meanwhile, there's like a crowd of people standing behind me, and behind my car. And I also have that on video too, because my rear view mirror is a camera and it records video and audio. So, yeah, so I have all of it. And, yeah, so that, and then Lexi's trying to like be fake nice to my face. And then she's drunk. So it comes out and she's like, look, Alexis, I don't like you. And I was lucky I didn't roll her ass out of my car right then because I was about to. So I started freaking out and telling her to get out. And Courtney, Katie's sister, was in my passenger seat. And they start laughing about what she just said to me, like across me, laughing about it. And I started flipping my shit. And finally, Katie, I guess, must have heard it and made them get out because they would not get out of my car. So Katie made them get out. And then her and Grace were standing there talking to me, and I'm flipping my shit about what happened to me the night before and how I truly, truly felt. I was trying to leave peacefully, but I couldn't. And then Katie was like, or somebody, Katie or Grace, one of them, I don't know. I'll have to listen to the audio, said, this is just us, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, us and the group of fucking guys standing behind my car right there. Like, I have a video of it. Like, get the fuck out of here. These people were like, I don't know. Like it was seriously like the biggest mind game that I have ever been involved in my life. Like I mean, you want to talk about some Facebook drama, man, like you should never run your business from a Facebook group. There's too much drama. That shit was nuts. It went so deep. And like my character was fucking put on blast. My personality, I think highly of myself, according to Nicole. JM said, she was trying to take over the panel and nobody wants to listen to her talk about herself not about herself, talk for 5 hours. I have all these screenshots too. Like, as I'm saying, I have it all. And I don't understand why people just came and like pushed my buttons to get me to do it. Like, why? Because I didn't do anything wrong, and I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know, I'm not going to not defend myself. Like, I'm not this person. I am not. And that's really fucked up that these people, what they did. It's really messed up, and they know what they did. They fucking know what they did. And I mean, you know, I just felt like it was very shitty. I didn't pay for that. I didn't go there for that. And I mean, I was going to go, you know, I had another tour booked at the end of the month. That's how much I liked my first tour. I'm not going at the end of the month. Neither is my husband. Like, I can't even imagine if I would take him there. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would never do that to him. Never do that to him. I can't even imagine the hell they would put him through, me and my husband. And I don't know what I've ever done to these people besides support them, spend all kinds of money with them, buy all kinds of merch. I have merch that I ordered months ago that I have never got, and I haven't said a word about it. Like, I've done nothing to support these people.
You should dispute that on PayPal.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm going to dispute my $500 that I paid for me and David's Centipede tour. That I will get back as well. Might even try to dispute what I paid for this tour where I got my ass beat. Like, I didn't pay for that. I'm not happy with my services, guys. Not happy. You can't tell. I mean, it's asinine. It's asinine. The events and the turn of events and the fact that, like, they seriously were trying to convince, like the acting like, oh, that snake post that started this all, that was just a joke. No, it wasn't a joke. You guys know Alyssa's on the inside. Like, you know, what the hell? Ooh, they were so mad whenever I found out she was English, because they wanted to shock me with that one. They wanted to fucking blindside me with the fact that she was going to be a character in the tour. They were so mad they couldn't blindside me with that. They were pissed.
That just proves that whole live was witnessed that day.
Absolutely. I have, yes. Me and Angela and Kat were sitting there laughing at the pathetic acting that was. We knew exactly what they were doing. I was like, oh my God, this was the plan. I called it. We either thought she was going to drop out before, or she was going to come and act like she was doing the tour, quit, and then come back in character. We couldn't decide which one. But, you know, she quit before. She had a firecracker popped. Surprise. You know? I mean, but when Nicole popped, she didn't get to go live. There was no big live broadcasting her and talking about how great she was and how good of a person she is. Like, it seriously, I threw up in my mouth a little bit watching that live. I wasn't scared of witness or intimidated or scared of the phone call. I was just, like, disgusted by what I was hearing. People don't know. Like, she acts so lovely and this, that, and the other. Well, if you were so lovely, you could never, after what she told me she went through during her tour, she couldn't have done that to somebody during their tour. She couldn't have even been there to witness it. She told me that she was supposed to go to Jeff's tour, but she's so glad she didn't, because she would have cried. Well, bitch didn't cry during my tour. Oh, I just don't get it. I don't. And it's not fair and it's not right. And I was totally blindsided. Totally blindsided by all this. But then I found out, and I'm glad I found out before I went, or I would have been, oh my God, it would have been so bad. Like, they were seriously, like, I might have been, like, permanently mentally fucked up if I didn't find out about this before. And I went in there thinking, you know, like, Alyssa was going to be like, you know, Alyssa was my good friend. Like, I confided in her. I trusted her. She was like my good friend, I thought. But she was playing for the other team, apparently, and I didn't know it. So
Josh is asking, and I'm curious too. What did they put in your eyes?
I have no idea, but it was apparently supposed. Then they knew I was wearing contacts. I mean, I said it in the firecracker chat over and over and over again, with where Katie and Alyssa both were.
But you signed something saying that you're supposed to take them out.
Yes.
So
I did sign something saying, yes. I will say that I did sign that saying I would take them out, but my May tour, they didn't do anything to my eyes. And so whenever I was in the firecracker chat, I was talking and I'm saying, like, you know, I'm blind. I wore them for my first tour. I'm probably going to wear them. Well, no, I said, guys, I think I'm going to get some cool contacts or something. I'll find the screenshots. I ended up getting the firecracker chat shut down when I called Nicole out for being a fucking snake, and that's when shit hit the fan. But But yeah, I said something about I wanted to wear cool contacts for the tour, and Katie said something like,
Foz.
you're gonna wear contacts."
Yeah.
Mute, Foz. You're chewing or eating or something. It's very loud. Thank you.
But
Go ahead.
I said I was gonna wear contacts. Katie was like, "You're gonna wear contacts for the tour?" Because I mean, I know on my first tour it was on the waiver, and they didn't know I was wearing contacts, so I would have accepted. I mean, and I mean, I wore them. I made the decision to wear them. I did, but Katie was sending me links to websites to cool contacts and stuff. Like Melissa was like saying she was debating on whether she was going to wear cool contacts. Like they knew, at least, I mean, Katie's a Silvis. She knows. She knew. Alyssa was a Silvis. She knew. Like, I mean, and I'm pretty sure I heard through a birdie that all the Silvises could see our chat. So I don't know if that's true or not. I don't.
Right.
I don't
do
have any
realize
proof of
that,
that.
but when you go there and you sign the waiver and it says you will remove
Exactly.
your
Yes,
contacts, you
yes,
should have removed your
yes.
contacts.
I should have
So-
removed them, but I thought it was. But I thought, it was going to be okay. I didn't have any
So I
idea they
wanna-
were going to put that in my eyes.
I want to point something out. People have, I mean, nobody's mentioned it, but that I've heard, except for me, to a couple people in a private group chat, or maybe there was one or two people, but in the live that they did, the Wisdom for Witness after, on Sunday, right? And
Mhm.
Sunday, was it that they did that? That
Monday.
you were in the chat
Monday, it was
going, was it
yesterday.
Monday? Yeah, with
Yep.
you were in the chat going, "Hello, I'm right here. I'm right here."
Uh-huh.
And you didn't get an invitation to that. You weren't told that was happening.
No, I was
Right?
told that was happening by not like an OG Silvis.
Not as an
I guess you
invitation.
could say. No. He just told me to message with it. There was going to be a live, and that witness was supposed to message me a link because he was messaging all the firecrackers the link and
So no, I thought that was the link for the after show right after.
Oh, there was
show.
there. No, I'm talking about the after show live yesterday where it was like the exit
okay.
interviews or whatever. No, I didn't get to go. I wasn't shown after right after either. Like, you know how they always go live contestants afterwards. I didn't get to go live afterwards. And I mean, I was fine. I got
Okay, so
dressed
have
and
you
was
watched
fine.
the live? Have you watched the live back before you came on to the live yesterday?
Which live?
The live yesterday with
panel live?
Wisdom for
Have
Witness.
I watched the live yesterday? Yeah, I watched the live yesterday.
Did you?
I mean,
has everybody here watched that live? Like in the chat, y'all raise your hand. You watched that live? Wisdom for Witness yesterday. Can you raise? I can't see if you're. I mean, put your little fucking emojis with your hands up.
But yeah, they had that like going in. They had that going in the face in the Facebook group.
I've got a point here.
Okay,
here.
well, I can't
So
wait
if
to
they,
hear it.
yeah, I would like to play the live. Can I do that, Foz?
The whole
I can play.
live?
I can share my screen. No, just this part.
If you got something lined up, share your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Let me make sure it's lined up exactly where I want it.
I mean,
Okay,
I
I
just
think it
feel
is.
like.
Hold on. I
feel
want
like,
you guys to
know-
hear this.
Okay, go ahead.
Just give me a second.
Hey, you got a hand raised.
Okay, so how do I do this? I
Live.
just share my screen, right?
Yeah,
And then I
I'll-
move
you
to
share it.
and then you have to approve it.
Yeah, once you share it, it'll pop up on my end.
Okay, so now this, I just want you guys to listen to the way that these guys are talking before Alexis comes on.
Oh, it's terrible.
It didn't share yet, so
They kept JM on there too to try to intimidate me, and plus also I think to make my screen smaller. Because if there's 4 people on there, your screen's smaller than if there's 3. But yeah.
did you share it yet, Holly?
Hold on. What do I
And
want to
make
do?
sure
The
you-
tab.
Make sure you click on the bottom also to share audio.
Okay. And I just want to do the tab, right? Okay. Tell me
then you control the
Okay,
play.
everybody ready? Are you ready? Okay, I'll just hit play. Just listen. Tell me if there's any problems, okay?
Hit full
Right.
screen.
At no point did I want to
How do
jump
I
up and run
fucking
out
full
there
screen?
and save my wife from you guys because I knew what was going on.
Hold
I
on,
knew
hold
she
on,
was
hold
in
on.
good hands. You know,
Where's full screen on my Where's full screen?
The little box at the bottom right
Foz,
corner of the
where's full
video.
I don't know how to use my laptop. Oh,
Are you
right
looking
there.
at
Fuck,
StreamYard or YouTube?
fucking dumb. There we go. No, is that okay? There we go. Is that good? Just listen to him.
I tried to come out there a couple of times. I just got through watching some of the live, and God, that was embarrassing for me to have that kind of quality because I didn't know my phone was doing that until I looked back at it. Every time
Oh
I
my
stepped
God,
out
it's not where
with
I
my
want it,
phone,
but
it just went to shit real quick.
it's coming up.
My.
Like,
So we're working on something right now to try to get some better internet.
yeah,
Okay, here it comes.
and
Hold on.
like I just you know, if that's the only part that I wish could have been better.
Look at Witness's face. You can just
But
fucking see
it's
it.
one of those things, you know.
Okay, here it comes.
Work through
Listen
it.
to these guys.
Yeah, I saw that with Rhett.
Well, I think JM, you want to join us for our last firecracker?
Sure.
All right. Since we already got you here, I figured having three gentlemen here to ask some questions would be the best kind of way of getting some answers, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, guys, without further ado, let's bring in our final firecracker, and it is the myth and the legend, our last chick standing.
She lasted the longest.
Yep, our last.
Okay, what was that about? The best way to get answers. Oh, do I have to stop sharing my screen?
Oh, hang on.
Hello?
I can
Am I
hear you.
here?
I can hear you.
You're there.
What was that?
I
Did you
don't
hear
know
how
what
he said
answer.
that?
I don't know.
What
I
better way
don't know what
to get
answers
some
he was referring
answers?
to.
Right, the three of us. What better way to get some answers?
I think
What was that
they
about?
thought I was going to come on there, and I think they thought I was going to come on there and go nuts like they've triggered me into doing before. But I had just been put through hell, and that's the last thing I wanted to do was get on there and go nuts. So I mean, I tried to stay calm, and I think that I don't think they were expecting that. I think if they were going to get their answers, I don't know what answers. I have no idea.
They were being
I don't know
intimidating.
what they were talking about.
They were trying to
absolutely
be
trying to
like,
intimidate me. How about us three
yeah,
guys stay on here,
absolutely.
and like you can even see whenever I posted in the YouTube, Witness, I'm here. I didn't get a link. You can see Witness like read my comment and kind of start
Mhm.
stuttering, and then Grace turns his camera off. And then I didn't get a link message to my messenger like all the other girls did by Witness. No, because I was blocked. I got a link emailed to me. I couldn't find it because I'm looking at my messenger for it, and it was fucking emailed to me. Like I had just went and they just put me through all that, and they were treating me like
because they were
like it was
expecting
my
you to come
fault, or
on.
they wanted to hide me, or I don't know what they were doing. Like they
Is
didn't
Taryn
want me
still
on
here?
there.
Is
They
Taryn
didn't want me
still
on
here?
that live.
I don't know,
You
but
know,
I
they
know he
didn't.
wanted to come on.
Yeah, so Taryn's still here, but Taryn, you can't tell me if you're still here, Taryn. You cannot tell me that they weren't hoping she wouldn't come on, wouldn't get the email, wouldn't come on, that they were expecting her to say some shit. They were expecting her to say some shit. I'm going to tell you, I listened to it. I didn't watch it. I just listened to it because I was driving, and I could hear it in their voices. But I know, had I been watching it, I would have seen it in their faces. They were waiting. They were waiting for her to say some shit so they could take her fucking down, so they can refute it right there and then. They could gangbuster on her. They could fucking gang up on her. And they were totally expecting it because they knew they did something wrong. That's the only.
Absolutely.
That's
And
if
I mean,
they thought
and I
they
looked
had
at, like,
done shit.
Grace didn't do any of that stuff to me, but I just feel like, like he kind of took Anthony's place. Like if something is going on that really shouldn't be going on, like you should make it stop. But I mean, but he was also being drugged from like this place to that place to this place. So he wasn't around me all the time. That's why I said, like, when he was around, I was happy because I knew that, it was kind of gotta slow down a little bit. But I mean, the worst part of it for me was just like being, kind of blindsided and ganged up on by a bunch of girls that I didn't even really realize didn't really like me, but apparently they didn't. And I don't know why. I've never done a damn thing to any of them. I was never nothing but sweet to Lexi, nothing but nice to Alyssa, nothing but, I didn't even know the witness's girlfriend that was there. No fucking clue who she was, but apparently she didn't like me because she slapped the shit out of me a few times. And then they sent me off to where Taryn was, and that was the worst part for me. Somebody that was there compared it to POW torture, what I went through with him, like prisoner
Wow.
of war fucking torture. Yeah, and this person would know because he's in the army. So yeah, so he was like, I would have tapped 5 seconds into that, but I was trying to be strong. I don't know why I didn't tap. When you're in that situation, I was going in there with the mentality that I wasn't, I go into everything I do with the mentality that I'm not going to quit, that I'm going to succeed. I wasn't allowed to be average or below average. I had to be above average. And if I didn't, I got some shit. And so I kind of, that's just who I am now. And so I went into it, I mean, I lost weight for it. I worked out for it. Like I was going in it to like, with my girls to like help them along and get us all. I wanted us all to make it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm salty I didn't get a crown. I wanted me and my friends, especially Melissa and Gina, because those girls are loyal to a fucking fault. I love them. But I wanted us to make it. And I wanted to prove, like women can stand together and women can be strong and empower each other. It's so funny. That's the word Nicole always used. We empower. I was like, was I empowered when you did this or that or this? I'll find it. And I'll find the message somewhere where I called her out. But it was, like I was not going in there to get to get what I got. But, I prepared for this. I paid for this. I traveled for this. I spent a lot of money on this. And so I was trying to, take as much as I could, I guess. I wish I would have quit earlier. I wish I would have told them all to kiss my fucking ass. But I felt like I had a point to prove to a lot of people because I felt like it was this big smear campaign. And then they were trying to get me to tap they were trying to get me to tap first. As soon as they split me up, they took me to those girls and then to Taryn. They were trying to get me to tap first. And you could tell whenever they went live and you could see me laying on the table screaming. That was like the only part that I really watched of myself. And then I had to stop. Like my husband cannot watch it, will not watch it. And I think that like he probably will eventually. But right now he's like trying to almost ignore the situation because he will flip the fuck out. So, and I'm surprised he hasn't yet, but I think he's just trying to wait, maybe till I go to the doctor, see what's wrong with me. I don't know, but it's his way of handling it. I think he's
Didn't
mad.
he do a tour?
But, he was going to at the end of the month with me. I signed
he
him
didn't
up
already
because
do one? Okay.
No, but after we video chatted and I let him know what happened and, I came home and he saw me in person. He fucking left the groups. He, unfriended everybody that he somehow became friends with. He doesn't even know how he became friends with half the Silvases because he was like, I don't want to be involved in any of their Facebook groups or their fucking drama. Like, so he just was trying to keep to himself because, he knew about the smear campaign that was going on with me. He knew about it. And so, yeah, then I'm just, we're not going because obviously what happened to me. And, he would probably fucking go apeshit if he saw any of these people, I'm sure. And if I brought him there and, there's Alexis's husband, let's, I said on the one panel to Anthony, I was like, I'll give you guys $500 if you make him tap because I know they can make somebody tap, but I meant like within like reason, like,
Right.
And, you know, like, I'm sure they could fucking drown the shit out of him or cut him up or, you know, pour vinegar on his sunburn. I don't know. Burn him with a cigarette. I don't know, man. I don't know how he would have reacted to half that shit. Like, you know, I don't even know. I don't even know how he would have reacted. But I mean, that's why I feel like they don't do that to men. They wouldn't never fucking, I don't think, like, burn a man with a cigarette. Maybe they would. I don't know. I don't know what they would do.
Maybe one of the
But,
girls
I mean,
would. I would. No, I'm just kidding.
maybe.
I mean, if it was on the
Maybe.
table, I would.
But
I've done
But I
worse.
mean, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I didn't expect all that. I just didn't. I was very blindsided with how fucking crazy it was. And the fact that it was like legit. Like, I mean, I figured, you know, whatever they were pouring on me was just burning because of my sunburn. But I didn't think, and then at the end, the medical professional tried to tell me that vinegar is good for your sunburn. And I'm like, absolutely not. But then I went home and double checked, and it's not. I mean, I want to see his credentials. Can I please see the medical professional's credentials? Also, the security. Can I please see security? Because their security guard, I'm pretty sure, is the one that was shooting me with rubber bullets. So can we please see security's credentials? That would be great.
I have a question. They were shooting you with rubber bullets? Were they shooting you directly with rubber bullets?
At point blank. Oh, you should see my ass.
Well, fucking shit.
And I have a message.
I'm sorry, but
I have a message from somebody I have a message from the person that was shooting me with rubber bullets saying that he would like to see the effects that he did on my ass. By the way,
I want to understand this because they talk about safety. I didn't realize they were shooting you guys point blank with rubber bullets. You realize rubber bullets are not meant to be shot at somebody, right?
I thought they were paintballs, but they were rubber bullets.
Rubber bullets can be lethal if shot directly at a person. That is
Oh, I was just walking and I was just getting lit up from behind, you know?
Yes, rubber bullets are supposed to be shot at the ground to ricochet off and hit them coming up. Do they not fucking learn anything from the fucking riots in Seattle and Minneapolis? The fucking rubber bullets are not supposed to be fucking used like that?
I spoke with
bullshit.
You know, with somebody about that, and he was quite pissed off that they used rubber bullets. Quite pissed off. He was like, I was against paintball guns, let alone rubber bullets, you know, like quite pissed off about that. And yeah, I mean, even like the shock collar, like they had mine, I mean, it was turned way up every time they would shock me. You know how when you get shocked real bad, it like stiffens your body up. My body would like stiffen. I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, and they over and over. And then when I was in Taryn's interrogation room or whatever the hell they called it, I guess my collar must have moved and it was kind of like loose. So when they were shocking me, it wasn't even phasing me. And that made him mad. So he took it off and was like putting it on my forehead. And it was, I mean, and pushing it hard.
What?
And I mean, I was, oh, absolutely.
No, is it meant to go on your forehead?
No.
Is it meant to go on your forehead?
No, that shit hurts so bad because there's no, you know, you're thin and it's bone right there. Oh, on my forehead, on my neck, on my cheeks, on my neck, on my
your temples are right there.
Like, all over me. It hurt so bad, way but more than your neck ever could, or your arm, or your leg. Like,
so I'm sure that they've done research.
And all the while he's doing that, my hands are like handcuffed and bound above my head up against the wall, so I can't fucking move. I can't turn. I couldn't do anything. I was screaming. It hurt bad.
Do you regret doing this show? Josh Teller wants to know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
See, and I don't buy this bullshit that you had a chip on your shoulder. You got a saved face for not finishing. What does this do? How is this saving face?
Terrible.
How is this saving face?
That's how awful of it. How awful. Like, just, you know, like, admit that you fucked up. Admit that you guys went too far. Admit that, you know, you didn't realize something, but you're gonna fucking turn it around and try to blame it on me. Like, I'm mad I didn't make it to the end. I wish I would have quit at the beginning. If I would have known that I was gonna come home looking like this and feeling like I got fucking jumped, I would have quit at the beginning. I had no clue. I thought that it was like, you know, like, because I mean, I was fucking mind fucked and out of breath and just physically exhausted. And then, you know, whenever they were like pouring shit on me, like, I'm thinking, okay, like, It burns my sunburn. Yes, it hurts. It doesn't feel good, but they're not really trying to hurt me. But then it's like I go home and I look at myself and I'm like, how can I even convince myself they weren't trying to hurt me? Especially when they brought a bunch of girls on my tour that didn't like me. Like, I will say that whenever there was bully allegations made up about me and Nicole O, and thank God we figured that out. We squashed it a long time ago. But Nicole O didn't want me, when she first thought that I was seriously bullying her, she didn't want me on her panel. And they went through fucking like 2 weeks of fucking chat to not get me on the panel. Like, they didn't even want her bully able to talk at her tour on the panel. They brought my fucking bullies to me while I was bound and gagged. Like, they're fucking cowards.
And mostly because the bullies are involved with other people in the haunt, right? So like if
They're
it were
all
like
involved.
if it were
Absolutely.
me, let's say it were just me and I was
you
bullying
would have been
you.
done. Yeah, you would have been, they would have believed me over you. Absolutely.
right.
And Angela and Kat warned me about it. They were like, they're not going to take your side. Like, we have tried, a lot of people have tried to get them to realize, you know, people are hurting their business that they think are, you know, are helping or whatever. And I was like, no, man, like they, you know, like they like me. I'm loyal to them. Like, you know, I said something about like I've spent a lot of money with them, and that was used against me on my tour, that I said that. And so somebody was sharing screenshots out of me and Angela and Kat's chat, but it wasn't any of us three. There was a couple other people in there, and we don't know which one of the two, I guess it was. But yeah, because I said something like, they'd be stupid to not believe me. Like, I spend a lot of money. I have a tour coming up. Like, you know, like I'm loyal. I go to bat for him. I went to bat against Teller in your group for them that one day. I went to bat for all of them against Teller. And because I was being a loyal fan or whatever. And I mean, and they were all like, and I just didn't realize how many people were involved in like the smear campaign, or the fact that they even were going to allow to have these people on my tour. Like, you're not telling me that Rhett didn't know that Lexi didn't like me. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna be able to convince me that Taryn didn't know that Alyssa had beef with me or whatever. Alyssa started the whole bully
Taryn was on
thing.
that
like,
fucking live. That's fucking bullshit.
He was on and too, like, he was on the Alyssa live, and he was also on the live, like the last live that we did or whatever, but like during Hell Week, where Nicole was on it, and I called her out. They did that on purpose. What happened was, I wasn't even going to get on that live because I knew what was going to happen, because I was pissed off about the Firecracker chat just imploded that day because I called Nicole out. And so she already knew I was like mad, and I knew she was a snake. Like, that was the first time I ever called her out for being a snake. And so then Firecracker chat imploded. I sent Katie a bunch of screenshots of Nicole, you know, sharing all kinds of private stuff of that she knew about being in a secret chat. There was an ESCS Truthers chat, apparently. And that, like, Nicole and Misty, and I'm pretty sure Alyssa, because Alyssa told me about the chat originally on the phone a while ago. And I guess she told me that the chat was there for like an investigation against Teller. Apparently, she told people that she's the lead FBI investigator for the investigation against Teller.
Wait,
Alyssa is apparently the lead FBI investigator, and also a therapist and a CPS worker,
she works for the FBI?
Paralegal, all kinds of stuff. Teller was sending people from his underground motorcycle gang to I guess kill all of them or something. That's where that's what I heard the death threats were. That Teller is sending motorcycle gangs to you know, take people's lives.
Oh, well, it's past June 27th. Are they alive?
Yeah.
Are they all still alive?
Was that the date? See, I didn't even really hear much. Was that the date?
No,
they
yeah.
had till June 27th?
Brandon Vance told me that he had proof that Teller threatened them with a gun and that he was coming there on June 27th. Yeah. Yeah. But he could never give me the proof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't ever. They have proof. Like, witnesses, big red folder of proof. I'm like, well, can I see it? You know, do you have the proof in there? Can I see it? I never.
I know he was
shown any
flashing
proof.
that around. He was flashing
Yeah,
that
he
around, but he
was.
never opened it.
I almost brought my own folder of screenshots. I wish I would have, but I told Alyssa I was going to do that, so they probably were prepared for that anyway.
Yeah,
And she's like, "Yeah, I would. Like,
when
bitch,
you write in a
please."
folder, and or like it's like a notebook, right? Kind of a notebook thing. When you write in it and you use pages up writing in it, the pages get kind of distorted, and the notebook looks like it's never been written in. I mean, I don't know. Have you guys seen the inside of that notebook?
He had loose papers in it, and he
Oh.
did have, I think, like, I
It
don't know
looked
if
like
it
a
was our intake
notebook, though. It
forms
looked thick.
or what it was. Maybe he had a bunch of loose papers in it, trying to make it look like he had all the receipts. I don't know, but he didn't have any. I mean, I didn't see any screenshots. Like like he said about,
hold on a second.
about me wanting to fuck Rhett. I'm like, where's the screenshot? Can I see the proof of that? Because I didn't fucking say that.
Yeah. Pink, did he say he was going to show up on June 27th with a gun and shoot them? Is that what he said?
That's crazy talk.
That's what she's saying, that he did threaten to show up with a group of people at Slaughterhouse when it opens this haunt season. Does that mean that's not June 27th with the gun, right?
Pink,
and
you have
so
proof
what
of that?
if he says he's going to show up at Slaughterhouse?
I mean, it's public.
Yeah, it's and nobody said anything about that. They said he threatened to show up to come on June 27th. They specifically said with a gun to shoot them on June 27th. So what if he says, "Oh, you didn't hear that one?" So what if he said that? Did he say he was going to kill them when he said it?
Maybe he wanted to go there and show them that he won't be silenced. They want to silence that. You're supposed to tuck tail. They don't want to be exposed. You're supposed to tuck tail and run. You're supposed to tuck tail and keep your fucking mouth shut. And if you don't, then they don't like you and you're a bully. Like, please. They just don't want anything. They want to try to intimidate people.
If Anthony, I find Anthony extremely arrogant and full of himself. He just, I don't know. He's got short man syndrome. Napoleon complex. And he's when he was talking about,
a lot of them have Napoleon complex.
Oh yeah,
man, a lot
when
of
he
them
was
do.
talking about, when he was talking about Rhett, the girl that accused Rhett of, a sexual assault. The way he was talking about her was like, oh, there's some chick, some fucking fan, he may have even called her a bitch or something, that wanted to ride Rhett's dick because all these bitches want to ride Rhett's dick.
What?
Oh no, he did this in a live on Kata Silvas, trying to refute this.
I missed that one. It was like, the story I heard, it was like basically like Rhett's girlfriend or something. And
yeah. The story changed 5 times.
Yeah,
this was before you came into Kata Silvas. It was before you came into Kata Silvas.
Okay,
she replied to you.
Yeah, so I think you were, because it was like, I think it was maybe before Melissa even came into Kata Silvas. I'm not sure, or right around. But yeah, Pink, he did say that, but you know what? You know what they said about him? And I believe that it's coming from this camp. They said he held a gun to his child's fucking head.
That's terrible. Or his mouth. I heard in his mouth.
In his mouth, man. See, do you see that?
I bet you. I wouldn't be surprised if the social worker's coming to my house next. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you don't try to fucking expose them, and you're gonna have social workers coming to your house and stuff. Like, please send one. Like, they'll walk out of here embarrassed that they came. It'll be very obvious that it's a retaliation case. Like, my kids have a very, very good life. So good luck with that.
Yeah, no, Pink. Not the accusations. The live that Anthony did trying to address the accusations, because I brought up the Rhett accusation. And you know what? I've heard a different story from you, directly from you on my group the other day, than I was hearing the day before from Brandon Vance. Different stories. So, you know what? And then, there's always some kind of blaming of the victim. Always. Just like I think you said something earlier that was, well, why do you do this if this, And just like Taryn was like, if it were so bad, why did you go to the barbecue? It's like, that's victim blaming.
I mean, because
That's
I was
bullshit.
invited and all the other firecrackers were going, and I figured
And
I didn't
should
do
you
anything
have
wrong,
to-
so I'm going to walk up in there and hold my
Right.
head held high, and I figured people might actually like approach me and make me feel better about what the fuck happened to me, but nobody did except for like
So do you feel like,
I mean, I talked to Sammy for a minute, but I mean, it wasn't, anything, it wasn't, it was just for a couple seconds. And then, I don't know, I think everybody might have got up and around me, and I was sitting there by myself. And then I think Melissa came and got me and told me that Alyssa was scared to talk to me, but wanted to. And I was like, what? Okay. So I went to talk to her. And the first thing I was like, why are you scared to talk to me? And she's like, because I'm intimidated by you. And I'm like, why? Why are you scared to talk to me if you guys didn't do anything wrong? Like, she knows.
wait,
she was
who
a
said
snake
you
to
were,
me.
Alyssa said she was intimidated by you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so let's say the whole thing at the barbecue went down differently, and they just assured you it wasn't personal. Would you have felt better? Were you trying to convince yourself? Were you trying to convince yourself
that
everything was okay, but then it was clear it wasn't?
Because you don't want to believe that a group of people really did that to you. Like, I'm not a bad person. I didn't deserve
Right.
that
Plus, you had a good
at
tour
all.
before.
And I had a good one on me. Yes, I wanted my husband to come do it. Like, I've drugged my husband to all kinds of like extreme haunts and stuff, and we're always disappointed. And he's always like, "What the hell? That was a waste of a trip, or that was a waste of money again." Because I'm always dragging them to, shit like this. Like, we just do all kinds of like just adrenaline type stuff. Like, we mountain bike, snowboard, whitewater raft. We do all that stuff. So we just like to, get our adrenaline rush in and whatever. So yeah, but every time that we've ever been to like an extreme haunt or whatever, we've always been disappointed. So I went to Kata Silvis by myself because I was supposed to do McCamey Manor by myself, and it was supposed to be, like my little weekend alone, whatever. And then I didn't do that, so I was signed up for Kata Silvis by myself. After I did it, I'm like, oh my God, like, that's the one that, you are not going to be disappointed about. And so I signed us up for the end of July with Melissa and Michael. And then the reason that I signed up for the one on the 4th or the 3rd was because it opened up and I had just done my tour. And I think Anthony even asked me on one of the, I think it's on the where it was the first like live we did, like announcing that there was going to be a girls tour. He asked me, he was like, did you sign up for this tour have anything to do with the fact that you just came off of your other tour? And I was just like, yeah, I think I said like yes and no, like I wanted, you guys are awesome and I wanted to do it again, but I also like, want to go in there and prove to myself, that I can complete this again. And it was a good feeling. And, so, it definitely me signing up with my husband and my friends, and then me signing up with a group of a couple of my friends, and then a few of my supposed friends or people I didn't even know. What's even funny is I didn't know Nicole, Alyssa really. I didn't know any of them really before the Firecracker tour. So it was like, I got on this tour and these girls decided that they just didn't want me there, or I don't know. I have messages of Nicole talking about how Alyssa and JM are talking to me about the bully allegations, and I mean there was a couple people that they supposedly were talking to me about me bullying, and I have proof that I was nothing but never anything but nice and supportive to these people. So I don't get it. And then they were like, I just think she wants the attention. She doesn't want to give up her crown. And then they brought Melissa's name up in it a couple times. Like, me and Melissa just needed to step down, or Anthony needed to kick us off the tour because they were scared to have the two most badass bitches that have ever taken a tour teaming up together. All the other girls felt like me and Melissa were going to team up on them and take them out, I guess. I don't know, but that wasn't even our plan. Like, we're not. I don't know. I don't get it. I really do. I don't know why. I've never.
I
done
don't know why
this
either.
before, and
I don't
didn't
know why
deserve
either.
it.
I mean, the only thing that makes sense is that there are two girls in there, Alyssa and Lexi, who are have a beef against you, and they're close with like
And
the
I
rest of the
think
family.
I even have messages. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to scroll. But I even have messages where Lexi like kind of quit talking to me because me and her used to talk all the time. We used to call each other our name twins. And I have messages where I was talking to somebody. I'm like, I know, that something. It was after the whole bully allegations that Alyssa fucking twisted and made up. And I called Alyssa out on it. And after that, like JM started like giving like the public lashings about the panel, and now I know why. I knew they were directed towards me. He thought I was trying to panel, and for my earbuds died. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. But he thought, he thought I was trying to take over his panel, and I knew that whenever they were giving the public lashings about the panel shit. And then, like Misty just quit responding to me in the firecracker chat. Like nobody would talk to me. Like I quit. You can see in one of the screen recording Nicole sent me, they were talking about my supposed bullying, and she's like, Alexis has been really quiet in the chat today. And it was because I had just talked to Nicole O, and we just figured out what the fuck was going on, but I never heard anybody's name but Alyssa's. So then imagine my surprise whenever Nicole and JM and Misty all start just like kind of, I can tell whenever people's attitudes change towards me, even on the internet, and Lexi quit talking to me, and I was just like like I felt like it was deeper than I knew, but I honestly was just trying to not engage, not be involved in the drama. Like I'm good at confrontation, but I'm not, because I lose my shit sometimes, and it's hard for me to like, I don't get my message across as well as I want to, because people can rile me up pretty easily. But I don't like confrontation, and I don't like drama, and I don't like to be a part of it, and I will try to squash it because I will come to you. But I don't know. None of them ever came to me or said anything to me or said they heard anything about me. So I just figured it's whatever. But I had no idea that, they were going to bring some of these girls to my tour. And I mean, I didn't know. And then JM's like in charge of the panels. Like he was at my tour. He was there. He walked out of the barn and mean mugged the shit out of me at one point. Like, I was like, is that it? Of course it was. I could see his fucking veins bulging out of his head and shit. Ugh. Like,
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I don't think, Karen, I don't think, and we're going to bring, Michael's not here to address anything with you. He wants to address something completely separate. So he has to go to bed pretty soon. So I brought him on. Karen, I don't think it's necessarily, there's nobody to train an actor to do this kind of thing, right? The thing that's different about CS than it is about McCamey Manor, and especially this one, there were like 40 to 60 people there. There's people all the way around. I don't believe for a minute that anybody was. Is that you, Foz?
it might
Not
be
me.
me.
Oh, okay. So Foz is usually smoking pot or eating or something. So,
Oh no! Oh,
Not
did I
me.
talk too? I didn't even realize.
so
I don't know.
like like they're not actors in the sense that like it's something they do professionally. You know what I mean? Taryn has done stuff with Extreme Haunts. Taryn does know about safety and stuff like that. That doesn't mean he didn't have something personal going on with Alexis, but there's no actors that are trained to do. I mean, haunt.
I mean, what
Tell me
experience
if
does Taryn have being an actor in a haunt? I've never heard that he was an actor.
McCamey
Just
Manor.
because he goes. I mean, he was an actor, or was he just like?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure. Like I would like afterwards. I was thinking like it made sense. Like yeah, he was involved in McCamey Manor, and I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he knows what the.
But
fuck
he's
to do to
really
people to
involved
get-
in Extreme Haunts, just in
in
general.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so,
I
I
don't
mean-
think Taryn being there was unprofessional. A lot of the actors that were there are actually from Arts
I mean,
Mortis.
I don't think he did any of like the cigarette stuff or the. I mean, I guess he admitted he spit it in everybody's face, which I'm pretty sure is a felony right now with the COVID going around. Honestly,
Yeah, and it's just
Um,
that's just stupid.
it's
That's
degrading.
just weird.
Very-
Right?
it's,
Because
like,
you don't
degrading on a
know.
whole
Sometimes
different
you're
level.
asymptomatic. Did everybody get quick tests before they started?
That's what the COVID thing was about, but I don't think that I mean, he wasn't a real medical professional, so I don't know if I mean, as far as that's what I was told by somebody that is very credible. So I don't
That he was
know.
there for COVID, but what was he doing? Did you guys get
I mean, they definitely shoved a big old Q-tip down our nose, and I was told that they were told to do mine a little rougher. But the person told me, you know, I had held that COVID test, Bill. I said it fucking wasn't good, and she was like, "Yeah, well, I told him to do yours a little rougher." So
Yeah, but they don't get the results that fast,
exactly,
though. I had a test done, and it
No, they have
no,
15-minute quick
48
tests.
hours.
They said Melissa
They
and
do?
Gina were positive.
Yeah.
And that's why when I was laying on that table, I was like, no, it's Melissa and Gina, because it was fake. It was a fake fucking test. Like, I didn't care to, you know, tell, like, no, it
Mhm.
wasn't me that had your fake COVID, you assholes. You know, don't fucking punish me right now for that. But I mean, I wasn't really throwing them under the bus for having COVID. I mean, Melissa slept beside me for, you know, 3 nights. Like, I hope she doesn't have COVID. I wouldn't have let her sleep with me the night.
No, I
you
know they-
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But I feel like it was almost like that was, I don't know. Like, it was like, look at her throwing everybody under the bus, her friends under the bus. Like, right after I said it, they were like, "Oh, now you're throwing them under the bus." And,
That's a joke,
you
though.
know,
How would you know? How would you know they
Yeah.
had COVID?
I did, but I mean, whenever they did our test, it was right when we got there. So I was like fucking bullshit, because they had them in like the test results in 5 minutes, and you know, Melissa and Gina's were bright blue, and me and Misty's were clear liquid. I don't know. I knew that. Yeah, right. You know, so I mean,
Yeah, no, they
but
do have
whatever.
quick tests, Foz. They have 15-minute quick tests that happen
Maybe
rapid
they
test.
did quick test then. I don't know, but they definitely came over and, you know, told us.
Well, if they
state
did a
of the
quick test on you, they should have given you a thing saying that you were negative so that you could, you know, have that.
But
I don't
those
know if
others
it was a
had
real
been
test or
positive
not.
and they let them go through.
And if there were 60 people plus the 4 contestants, plus whoever else was there, right? 40 to so let's say there was 60 people there. 60 people, they would have had to test every single one of the people. So you got your positive results, Melissa?
Did she get them as a souvenir?
Yeah, did you get your positive results and now everybody has it? No, we're not serious. I'm not serious. I think it's a joke. But however, if they did not get tested, rapid tested day of, and I'm talking about the actors in that and you guys, day of had a rapid test. They came back negative in that 15 minutes. Nobody should have been spitting in your fucking face.
It was disgusting. And then I said, "Oh,
Savannah, hold on
what
a
did I
second.
say? I said,
Savannah,
like-
nobody's fucking saying it's not. We all know it's a fake part of the fucking show. We're talking about real fucking COVID.
Is that not what I just
Yeah.
said? That it was a fake. It was like a fake test that was with fake results.
Yeah,
like
we all
Gina
know it
and-
was fucking
Gina
fake.
and
It was
Melissa.
fake.
I
It
mean,
was all
like,
part of the
that's the thing.
show.
People can't fucking internet. Like, open up your ears. That's what I just said.
Right. Exactly.
Ooh, man.
What we were talking about is the fact that Taryn was spitting in people's mouths. If Taryn is asymptomatic and is positive for COVID, he's giving it to them. That ever occur to
He
you?
also ashed his cigarette on my tongue. That was disgusting. And he blew a big old, "You want a hit of this?" That's when I got burned, because I asked for a hit of a cigarette. Because, you know, like, I'm like, "Can I get a
Courtney,
hit?"
okay,
Because
hold on. We're gonna get into a conversation. Coronavirus is not new. Coronavirus is not new. COVID is the disease that you get from the coronavirus. This coronavirus is novel, meaning it has never shown up in humans before, which is meaning we don't know much about it. We don't know how it mutates. We don't know how it works. We don't know how the body fights it off or how it produces. Now, I would say, okay, so just an example. My mother lives in not in an assisted living. She lives in a senior living that has an assisted living attached to it. Okay. In that assisted living she's the youngest one and she's almost 84. Wait, she just turned 84. So she's the youngest one in that whole facility. 19 people in that facility came back positive for COVID. 19 people. One of them had symptoms. That means if you're not showing any fucking symptoms, you are still contagious, and you can still pass it on to vulnerable people that will die from it. That's the fucking point. Do you know what, Savannah? I like to fucking curse. I like to
Me
fucking
too.
curse.
I'm
I
a
fucking
smart
curse
cuss
all
like
the
a
fucking time.
sucker. So fuck your feelings if you don't.
It
like
doesn't mean, yeah,
Like,
go
hop
fuck
on
your
off.
feelings. Fuck your feelings.
I mean, God.
So,
I mean, what is this? I mean, and honestly,
me,
the COVID
Karen, she's talking
results
about
and
me.
the fake COVID results have. I mean, like that was the fucking most pointless part of the show for me. Like that part of the show was, I mean, whenever they roughly did my test, that was like the least amount of pain I felt. Like, and I don't even understand why people were arguing about COVID right now and victim blaming and acting like raise your hand in the chat if you think I deserve that. If that's what I signed up for and I paid for, like that's not. And if you raise your hand, you're a twat. That.
I work in an industry that allows me to fucking cuss all the fucking time. So I can't stop myself. You should hear my grandson. I'm a terrible fucking grandma.
Me
No,
and
I'm just
Alyssa
joking.
Pink had beef before the tour. We had beef. She, tried to squash it. I never really trusted her, but I kind of just was like, whatever. I called her out. She tried to call me. I wouldn't answer. She called me all kinds of names. Because I didn't answer, so because she didn't want screenshots. Like, remember that live? I don't know if you guys saw that live she did on her personal page talking about not sharing screenshots and stuff. She was directing it towards me because she knows I have the screenshots to expose people. And also, I supposedly shared screenshots bullying people too, or Photoshop screenshots or some shit. I don't know. I didn't do it. But yeah, so that was directed towards me. But she doesn't like to call people, or she doesn't like to message people. She wants to talk to them on the phone so that she has, so you don't have screenshots. Well, I refused to talk to her on the phone that night. And so she took the bait, and I got some golden screenshots there. So I'm just, like I said, I was telling everybody to be patient because I was going to have a nice long post that I was going to make, but Taryn and Alyssa couldn't keep their mouths shut. So it is what it is. Here I am.
Yeah. Hey, let's get Michael.
Yes, I want to hear what Michael has to say.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Michael.
Hear what, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with you, but let's hear it so that Michael can go to bed because he's tired.
I gotta go to bed too here in a minute. I was getting ready to go to bed before I hopped on here. Man.
Yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. Okay, real quick. Paul, since I'm in StreamYard now and I can't see how many people are on this, can you tell me how many people are watching this right now?
28.
28? Okay.
Woo, I think that's our highest yet.
It was 30. We lost Taryn and Alyssa, I think.
Yeah, we were at like 30.
Okay, this is good for me. This what I'm about to say has nothing to do with anything that's went on the last 3 hours and 2 minutes or whatever. I needed a platform. I have somebody that I want to address, and I am damn near fucking positive that they are watching this right now. I received a message this morning from a burner account, a very unoriginal burner account by the name of Lizzie Borden. I mean, come on, could have done better there. But they had a wild accusation to throw my way, and I asked them for proof. I wanted receipts, and of course, they deleted the burner Facebook account.
They don't have receipts to back up what they say because it's lies, Michael.
Well,
I don't even know what you're about to say, but it's a lie.
Regardless, Lizzie Borden, if you are watching this live right now, I urge you, message me again. Do it from a burner account. I don't care. If you got receipts, back it up.
Can
If
you
you want
tell
to
us
make
what like the subject was? I'm curious.
no,
Will you
it's
message me?
Oh,
what
you
the
can't.
subject
What?
is?
What?
please
Like, I mean, come
just
on, we're spilling
all
tea
things
here.
in due time. Not right now.
Oh man.
Holly, I
Oh
appreciate
man.
you letting me have this platform
Michael,
to try to
I
reach
heard
out to a
that.
lot of people.
I heard some things about you, and I also know some things about some people who really don't like you.
Oh,
So
I've heard other things and seen other things also.
You
I've
guys should do that private though.
and
I
it
just
is.
wanted
no,
to spill
is
it
being
from a
handled.
it's
burner.
bullshit. It's
This is being
bullshit.
handled privately. I'm
It's
just
all
trying to
involved by the
address.
same people that I'm talking about. It's bullshit stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
letting him
I am
know.
merely trying to get this person's attention, and I figure this is easier than randomly messaging hundreds of people that may or may not have messaged me before under that fake account.
You
So if
can
you're
put it in
watching,
Revisited too if you want. I mean, you don't have to
yeah,
put the screenshot, but just post about it if you want.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's being handled otherwise, but there's people looking into this. But I would much rather this person just talk to me, even if they don't want to admit who they are. I
You know
don't
how much
care.
I love
If
tea
you've
though,
got balls,
Michael.
if you've got
Right?
fucking balls, bring the receipts. That's all I
Bring
needed
the
to say.
receipts, Lizzie
That's
Borden.
what. That's the new phrase. We need to start a group that
Yeah.
says "Bring the
Bring the
receipts."
receipts. I'll change Revisited to bring the receipts.
Yeah.
Now,
I was
aside
gonna
from that,
call it tea time at the manor, but
I'm going to go ahead and drop off here and let you
all right.
guys get back to your regularly scheduled programming. You
Interesting.
guys
Good
have a
night,
good night.
Michael.
Hi.
See ya.
When you can share the receipt or share the tea, please do spill it.
When the
We love the
time
tea.
is right to oust somebody, it'll happen. But right now, I'm just looking for
I
receipts.
know. I was
Okay.
waiting for the right
Thank
time
you.
too, until the
Thank
people
you,
I was
guys.
going to out triggered me. Bye, Michael.
Bye bye, Michael.
Bye.
So I want to address Savvy though about me swearing. Is I swear all the time, but the thing is you came in to that and rolled your eyes like we're all fucking stupid, right? And you're
Savvy's
like,
the one that told
did
me
you
that
ever
she
think
told.
that it was part of the tour? Like, fuck yeah, of course we know it's fucking part of the tour. That wasn't the point. And
Savvy
it's
told
just,
me at the cookout she's the one that told them to go harder on me for the COVID test. So that she was my friend. We sat there and talked, and she told me how everybody was
wait,
instructed
that
to
she
go
told them to go harder on
me.
you in the COVID test? I would have
Yeah.
tapped out of the COVID test, man. Fucking sticking
That
something in
shit
my
sucked.
brain. Woof.
That shit sucked.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
not
my
gonna get
nose was
tested at
off.
all. Ever.
No. Thank goodness I took my septum ring out. That would have been terrible.
I got a joke for you guys. I have to do it over live because, and you guys just have to imagine that I'm doing this. So why you guys are going to be so grossed out, okay? You ready?
I can't. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Why were tampons invented?
Just stick them in sardine water and then put them in my mouth with Melissa's hair while Alyssa
Ew.
and Lexi and Alyssa and Lexi. And
You're totally going to
Alyssa's
ruin my
girlfriend.
joke, man. That's not why they were invented.
That's what happened with the tampon at my tour.
Oh my
Not even
God,
gonna lie.
gross.
It was disgusting.
That's not what I said. No,
I
but why
couldn't
were
talk.
tampons invented?
I don't know.
Because a
Other
vagina
than that.
can't go. Imagine me sniffing my.
I get it.
That's so gross.
It's very gross. But yeah, that's it. Definitely shoved a tampon.
Holy
a tampon
shit.
Like sardine water or something in my mouth. Apparently I had the biggest one. It was an ultra. So it swelled up the biggest. How fucking gross is that? Along with Melissa's hair. I had so much of Melissa's hair in my mouth that night. Like, she's lucky she washed it before we went.
Oh my God. So who is the fake Anthony Silvis? Maybe it was really Anthony Silvis.
I mean, didn't he call it? Wasn't the comment like they're about to beat up on your women or something?
They called them felons. He called them felons and rapists and.
Oh my God. I don't know. They deleted all the comments, and then on the Witness Live in the Facebook group, I went into their group and made like a post. I mean, I was like, "Where's the live? I can't find it in here." I heard that there's like, a bunch of comments on it, and some I might want to put my input. And as a contestant, that just went through the stuff, I feel like I should be able to like converse with my fellow firecrackers or whatever. I'm like, can somebody just tag me in the post, please? Like, my way of letting people know, like, I'm blocked from seeing that post, and people are tagging me over and over and over. And I'm like, like not getting the tag, not getting, like, you would think it was like somebody would have caught on and been like, are you blocked? But nobody even caught on that. Like, I even shared a screenshot of my notifications to prove I wasn't getting tagged in that post. And like, nobody even like caught on, like, well, wow, are you blocked? Like,
Yeah, that means you're blocked by whoever made that
absolutely,
post.
that means I'm blocked. So anyway, so then today, I was unblocked from Witness unblocked me, but I was still unfriended. I mean, I was like friends with all these people on Facebook and stuff, and all of a sudden now I'm blocked. And then so Witness unblocked me today, and I was able to like see the comments. And Gina said something about, like, somebody asked if I had a black eye, and Gina said all of her eyes look like that or something, and I said, like, do they, with like the emoji or whatever. And that, I don't know if that, like, that, I thought it was just the comment thread right there that got deleted, like the one comment I made got deleted. But then I went back, and now I can't see any of the comments. Like, I can't comment on that live. I can see the live, I just can't comment or see the comments. So I don't know if they turned the comments off.
No, they blocked you from commenting. No, you would
They
still be able to
muted-
see them.
They might have muted her.
Hold on.
So did Teller want to come on?
Wait.
Do you want?
I think
what are you trying to say? It's a little late. I have to walk my dog, but
Trying to say
don't
I'm not doing a 7-hour live.
what the fuck,
Oh, I can't
Foz?
find the live again. I think I might be blocked again from the live. Is it still
I-
there?
Oh,
I
after
joined-
coming on with
Tag
us,
me.
they might block you from the group, just like the way Jonathan has them do with Truthers.
Oh, I'm not blocked from the group, but I can't see shit. I can't see the live again anymore. Either they deleted it or
It was
I'm
Josh
blocked.
Owens, Karen.
Yeah, they must have deleted me from the.
It was Josh. Josh Owens is the fake Anthony. I'm starting
No way.
rumors.
Here's my here's a picture of me before, like, on my way on the day before I went. That's what I looked like the day
I mean, I
before.
saw the girls after the tour on that live, and nobody
Wish
looked
I had
like
my
you did.
sunglasses. I wish I had my sunglasses off. No, they were trying to hide me because they knew nobody looked like I did. I wish I would have had my sunglasses off, but I mean, I wasn't fucked up at all. I didn't have any marks on me. Not at all. So they just didn't like me because I was like, I was like, they knew that they weren't going to be able to they wanted everybody to tap. So they knew if they gave me like a normal Tata Silva's tour that I wouldn't tap, and then I would have been, they didn't want me to be the queen or whatever. It wasn't even about the queen title to me. It was just about completing it because that's who I am. It had nothing to do with me thinking I'm Tata Silva's royalty. You can shove your fucking crown up your ass. Like, and I told them all that, like, I don't know how many times, and I fucking meant it. And I even made a comment like, I'm coming for the crown and I'm bringing my bitches with me, because I knew what they were saying. And Taryn brought that up on that live where I called Nicole out. He was fucking stirring the pot, and I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he was involved. I had no fucking clue. And he's sitting there like asking questions like, you sure you don't want to say anything? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Don't even want to bring it up right now, because I didn't want to call Nicole out on public. I said it so many times. I'm not bringing it up. I don't want to bring it up. And then he was finally like, well, we're all here, while we're all here, why don't you squash it? And I'm like, okay, like, because they know I fucking would. And then they wanted to make me look bad. I wasn't even going to go on that live. They sent me a link to that live 5 or 10 minutes. I don't want them to like think I'm lying or fucking try to catch me in a lie. So 10 minutes, I'll say, maybe 15 to 10 minutes. I don't know, please, whatever. But they sent me a link knowing that I wasn't going to be ready for, to get on. And I was going to, not look good. I don't know if they didn't want me to look good. I don't know. They didn't want me to be prepared. They wanted to catch me off guard. I have no idea, but I had no idea about that live until like Jonathan sent me the link. And me and Jonathan had already been beefing a little bit that day. He unfriended me that day from Facebook. So I'm like, what is this? You know, I knew exactly what it was. And he's like, the link to the live. I'm like, what live? The final live of Hell Week or whatever he said. I'm like, I didn't even know about a live. And he was like, we discussed it. And I said, we did? I don't remember that. And he was like, well, and then he posted me a screenshot of Misty's post in the fucking Truthers group. Like, I never went in that group. It's boring. So I'm like, I didn't see that post. Was I tagged in it? No, but we talked about it on the trivia live last week. I didn't watch the trivia either. I don't fucking spend every my waking moment on Facebook, and you guys have 100 groups, like 100 YouTubes, can't keep up. Like, and then I was like, I don't think I'm getting on. I'm busy. And then he said something about how he magically got a call. That was planned too. Oh my God. Ding, ding, ding. He magically, for the first time ever, got a call that he wasn't, that he needed to go volunteer for the fire department or whatever on that live. He got a call. He messaged me. I got a call for the fire department because he knew I didn't want to get on the live with his ass. So after that, I still wasn't going to get on. And then Alyssa calls me, and she calls me out about her fucking Anguish character right then. It was all planned. Oh my God. She called me out about her Anguish character. And then I started flipping out because I found out that day that she was telling people I was bullying Jeff too. And I flipped the fuck out on her on the phone, and she hung up on me. And then I got on the live in a fucking frenzy, all pissed off. And then Jonathan hopped on because it was a quick ass call, apparently. Like, they fucking framed me into that shit. Do you guys understand the mind fuck that they played on me? And everybody's victim shaming me. Like, fuck you guys. It's like they fucked with me, and they did. Like, I'm so, like, fuck the people that are defending these people. Like, you want to fucking pay? No, I'll give you a pay. No, you want me to fucking take all your fans? I'll take your fans. That's not what I was trying to do. Alyssa told me I needed to be a fan favorite and all kinds of stupid shit. Basically, keep my mouth shut so you can be a fan favorite. Get the fuck out of here. They like mind fucked me. I had no idea all these people were involved as they are. It's sick. It's fucking sick what they did. Like, it's sick. Oh my God. Like, that was planned. I knew it. I knew it. He got a call so I would get on. Oh my God. And then Alyssa called me because I still wasn't getting on. And then she fucking called me out. I know you know about my English character. And then I was like, well, I know that you fucking said I bullied Jeff too, bitch. And I was like, where's the screenshots? Where's the proof of that? I've never been anything but nice to Jeff. And then the bitch had Jeff message me the next day like he didn't know what I was talking about. When JM, I screenshots of him telling fucking somebody that Jeff was talking to me at the end of his tour when he said, fuck the haters. These people have been fucking with me since I signed up for the Firecracker tour. They were targeting me because they knew they wanted me to quit before, so they didn't have to fuck me up to get me to quit because they knew that I wasn't going to. And these little catty 20-year-old bitches couldn't handle it. And I don't know what the fuck I ever did to anybody else. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. You guys understand like how fucked up it is. And these people were in the comments not believing me. What did they ever do to you? I thought you were loyal. I was. And that's the fucking sick part. That's sick. That's fucked up. They were all in on it. They like, I don't know. Like, they all have like this secret cult-like mentality. It's fucking sick. And I'm not very happy. Like, they pissed off the wrong person. Like, and I also have a cop that lives in my house, just putting it out there. Like, don't fucking come here and fuck with me because that's how scared I am. Like, I got my ass kicked. And people were on here acting like, well, what about Kata Silvis? Like, they can fucking kiss my ass. How about that? What about Kata Silvis? Like, what about me? I'm a fucking woman. Like, you guys want your fucking live? Here it is. Like, you want to hear me speak out? Here it is. Like, that's crazy. I would never, ever, ever, ever say some of the shit that I've read in this chat to any of you if you went through what I did. Ever. How dare
Yeah.
you? You wonder why I went on a blocking spree? Because people are fucking snakes and they'll do anything to make the Silvases like them because they probably want to fuck them. So that's why everybody believed and thought that I wanted to fuck them too. Get out of here. Don't fucking flatter yourselves.
I feel like, and it's also like, why would you, when you have already paid for and have another tour scheduled, why would you ruin that tour by saying this shit if it was all because you didn't get the crown?
I don't
You would
give
just
a
go
fuck
harder
about
next
another
time,
tour.
right? You
I
would
paid
just
for
fucking
yes. That's what I said in a comment. Whenever I was still trying to process, I'm coming back to redeem myself. You know,
yeah.
like that's what I was like trying to come back to. Like, yeah, like I didn't even. I wasn't even gonna fucking think any further into it. It was the tour. It was a game. But no, that was a fucking mind fuck and a half. And I'll be damned. Like, no, all these people fucking played like they were my friend and then threw me under the bus on these lives and pretended and, oh, it's all part of the show. Like, did they do that to anybody else before the show? Like, no, they fucking used me. Like, I don't even know why. I don't know why they did that. Like, why? Like, you guys really were that, like, people were really that concerned about the fact that they didn't want me to win twice or something. And then I'll be damned if she's going to come back a third time and win. Like take your fucking extreme terror bullshit experience and shove it up your ass. How about that? And all your fucking little catty, coward ass, two-faced ass bitches with you. Like, fuck that.
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
it doesn't make sense. I mean, even the
And
whole thing
fact
and
that
not
they made
wanting you to
Angela
win
Ahmad,
doesn't
the
make
fact that
sense.
they made Angela Ahmad was like, I didn't even know Angela, but I've heard about her reputation or whatever. And the fact that they made her Ahmad was just like the oddest thing to me. I'm like, why would they make Angela the person that has the worst reputation a mod of the truthers, the person that's like has the reputation of being the biggest liar because everybody uses her as a scapegoat because she doesn't keep her mouth shut either. So nobody likes a person that doesn't keep their mouth shut. Nobody likes that because then they can't tell their lies in their truthers group. Like, so they used her. They fucking used her ass. And it makes me sick because she's I don't know what she's done to people, but I mean, I hope if you don't have proof, like good solid proof, you might want to fucking talk to her. I don't know, because she seems like, I mean, she's done nothing but help me, and I appreciate her very, very much. And it makes me wonder if like that was the plan. Why did they remove Angela and Kat the week of hell, like the start of Hell Week? Like, was it like they were, let's get Angela in here? And I mean, I don't know. Like, did they mentally fuck me up to where I think it's like this? Or, like, am I really like hitting it on
Well,
the
I
head?
think Angela being removed probably has something more to do with her disagreeing with JM and Nicole about other stuff.
But I just thought it was really funny that they were removed like during Hell Week, like whenever they knew all that shit was going on with me. I mean, I don't know. They knew me and Kat, talked every now and then because I think Kat commented on something that was like, I don't know. She made like some cute comment to me or something, and it was like very obvious that me and Kat like we liked each other. And so I just think I thought it was so weird that they booted them the week of Hell Week. Like, I felt like, because I don't know, it was just super weird. Like, they wanted to use them as to make it look like, oh look, Alexis is talking to Angela, the big this, and she's a bully. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they did to me. They mind fucked me and then fucked me up physically, and now I'm mind fucked. Like, I need to go see someone probably.
You need to take advantage of that free
of the 3 session therapy.
Yeah, hey, 3 is better than none.
I mean, I see a therapist, so.
But I would still go with them because they might have some insight.
I see my therapist that, like, whenever I was an addict, and then I became a addict, recovery medication. I had to see a therapist when I was on Suboxone, but then I still see her. But I'm not on Suboxone anymore. I am like currently, I don't know, coming off of it, weaning myself off, I guess. But yeah, I still see my therapist for my drug therapist, but even though I'm not on drugs. But yeah, so I don't need their fucking therapy. I'm gonna go talk to her and see what the fuck I should do. I don't want their therapy. You don't think that whoever they send you to is swayed by them, you know?
They said they're not they use BetterHelp and it's not connected to CS in any way.
Well, my word on the
Like
street
they-
was Alyssa was the therapist because she's a therapist that went to Harvard.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Have you guys
Interesting.
not talked to Trent? Have you guys not talked to Trent?
I don't talk to Trent because Trent's creepy to me. But
Yeah, but no, I don't think he is. Like, I just feel like he has like, I don't know. He just has like a.
I don't
I
know.
feel
There's
like
just too many things.
I didn't know him. I know. See, I don't know all the things.
Yeah.
I just know what he's told me about Alyssa. And he was the one that was like, you need to watch her. Like, he's the first one that was
But he
like,
talks shit about every woman he likes that doesn't work out for him.
I don't know that. I don't know anything about all the other women he does, but I know that she definitely has lied to him about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she went to Harvard and
she works for the FBI, right?
And she works for the FBI, and she also
Do you hear that, Teller?
$7,000 every 2 weeks.
Alyssa works for the FBI.
She's the lead investigator.
What branch? I mean, like what?
She's the
what
lead
office?
investigator in his case, is what I heard.
Oh.
Are you in the same branch that
That's
Paula's in?
Yeah, because Paula was recruited. No, Paula was it Paula recruited by the CIA or was it the FBI?
I thought it was the FBI.
Maybe it was the FBI. Maybe it was an FBI. There was somebody that said something. I was gonna say like Megan Pink Dagger, like you said that you used to be a Witness fan girl to Joko, but I have to tell you something that Megan, it's like you are. I mean, bless your heart, but you are. When it comes to CS, it's almost like you're blind. It's almost like you're blind to anything. So it's really difficult to talk to you about things going on with them because where'd Alexis go? Because you're blind to that shit.
Probably hit the back button or something.
Did she hit the back button? Do people do that a lot?
That's what I noticed on other people's streams, but Pink
I don't
Dagger
ever-
did say this. You might not have seen this.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still like, yeah. Okay, so whose fault is that? Where does that lie? Whose responsibility is it? I mean, just imagine if that were you, Pink. If that were you, Pink, if you went on a tour and one of the girls of like Rhett's girlfriend didn't like you and decided that, you were trying to steal her man or something, then you got a really rough tour. Because here's the thing is if it couldn't have been that they didn't want her to win either, because why weren't they really, really, really tough on Melissa then? Because she's already gone through. She's already beat it. So why weren't they really tough on her? I mean, I'm not saying they weren't tough on her, but why doesn't Melissa look like that? And I don't know. Maybe Melissa doesn't bruise easily. I don't know. Courtney is Courtney, Angela. You must be out of the loop. She's all the rage.
She was asking Courtney a question as in, who is the highest rank in the FBI?
Oh. Who's the highest rank of the FBI, Courtney? Alessa or Paula?
Alexis is phone won't charge while she's on,
Oh.
so I guess
Okay,
it
well,
might
so
almost
tell her
died.
to come in. Can she come in and say, like, oh, Courtney, you're the highest rank? You talk about yourself in the third person? Can she come in chat and say good night?
Send her a message.
Oh yeah, loud and often. As long as you follow the rules.
Hello.
Am I here?
Oh,
Am I
hi.
back?
Yep.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
back.
I know my phone's a piece of shit, and I don't know, it won't charge while I'm on it or something. I'm hard on phones. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I was set up. I obviously, if you can't tell by the spiel I just said, I don't know. I was definitely set up. I feel like there's a lot of shit that are like that adds up, but then it kind of is like, oh, like did they fucking make me like some paranoid crazy person now? Like I don't know. That's what's like they're gonna be like, you need to decompress. Like you need to kiss my ass. Like like it doesn't have anything to do with decompressing. It has to do with like the fact that these people basically like I guess they didn't like me because I came in and was like I ran my show. Like Alyssa told somebody that my tour in May was easy. She told a couple people that my tour was easy, and then then it got around and it got back to me, and I didn't know it was Alyssa at the time, but I just heard that it was going around that my tour was easy, and I'm at, like that really upset me because I was very proud of myself for my tour. So I feel like, what the fuck, And Alyssa, meanwhile, in my inbox, telling me, you had the most badass tour out of anyone. You're the most badass out of us all. Like, what a mind fuck. What a crazy bitch. Why would you get on the fucking the comments and say something to me when you know what you've done? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? When you know that I will unleash on you if you fucking piss me off, because I've said it so many times. Like, I will not stab you in the back. If I'm going to do something, I will stab you right in your chest because I am not fake and I'm not scared or intimidated like she admitted that she was of me. So instead of being like, oh, I don't like you, so this is what the fuck I'm going to do, she went and like befriended me and then went behind my back and like said shit to people when they came to me and said the opposite of what she said to those people. It's just, wow. There's people like that in the world. That's crazy. The internet is a scary fucking place. I found a scary place on the internet, y'all. And I was like directed there, like, oh, get away from this place. It's scary. Go to this place. It's like the scary that you're looking for. No.
Yeah, but it is.
No.
It is. It's just that that's the thing, is the outside drama got involved in your tour.
Yes, like that's what I was saying. I was like, you guys need to get away from fucking truthers. You need to get away from all these little fangirls. Like, they are going to ruin your business. That's why I made sure to stay on the live. Because did Grace do that to my neck? No. Did Witness do that to my neck? No. Did even the girls or Taryn do that to my neck? Honestly, no, they didn't. To my neck, they didn't do that. Taryn did this shit to my face. The girls, were just slapping me, like, whatever. Like, they didn't actually, I'm going to have scars, you guys. Like, I'm going to have scars from this. Like, my arm, I need an x-ray on it. Like, David said, it looks like there's maybe a piece of my collarbone missing. When my shoulder pops out of place, my collarbone doesn't usually go with it. So I haven't went because I was trying to see if I hate the hospital. I don't really want to go to the hospital, but I need to go because I need to figure out what the fuck is wrong. And my arm isn't getting better. Like, my arm, usually if it pops out of place when I'm throwing a ball, it usually goes back in place and feels better. It's not at all right now. And it's been what, almost a week. So yeah, I think I need to go and see what the hell's going on in there. I've kind of like been holding it to my side. Like, you know, I haven't been able to use it at all. I don't use it because if I just move it away from my side, it pops back out of place. Like there's something wrong with it. But yeah, I haven't made it to the hospital yet because, you know, I have 3 kids and I'm a stay-at-home mom and my husband works and yeah, I don't have babysitters or family. Like I don't have anybody. And I felt like that group was something. Like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, fuck those people. You know, like they befriended me and I told them all kinds of shit about like shit that happened to me in my past. And like in the firecracker chat, like Alyssa, I confided in her, I confided in all those girls. And then like they were talking shit about me behind my back and they knew like about my childhood. They knew I was bullied in high school. Like they knew I was a drug addict. Like they knew all this stuff.
So like, do you feel like
I don't know.
the stuff that you told them,
I feel betrayed.
do you feel like the stuff that you told them, if that would have been brought into the tour, but none of the girl drama existed, it would have been okay?
If
Like,
Taryn wasn't there, like that whole scene with Taryn, like the POW torture, that wasn't okay. No. The eye stuff, I mean, I'm not even really, that's not even what I'm most mad about. It, not the eye stuff. I'm mad about the vinegar. The vinegar was not okay on somebody who had a sunburn, and they were very aware that I had a sunburn. They all knew I went to the beach. Somebody even said it on that panel that when I called out Nicole, my sister even made the comment. She said, "Look at this bitch." She just said, "Is that the lighting or is your face red from being sunburned?" My sister, I think she has a screenshot of it. Actually, I'll ask her if she does, because my sister's very protective of me. So, you know, every time somebody would comment something rude, she'd be like, "Oh, look at this." So I think she may have taken a screenshot to show me that she said that. Like, you know, so they all knew I had sunburn. And then they all know, like, vinegar is okay on like a washcloth, a little bit of it with like water, you know, dabbed on you, not a fucking bucket of vinegar.
It was just straight
dumped
white
on you.
vinegar, like white vinegar.
I don't know. I have no idea, but it burnt like hell. And if it's not, what's on my neck isn't chemical burns, I don't know that it's chemical burns, and I will go on record saying it. Like it looks like it's chemical burns, because if you could, like on that live, you could see how I'm laying, and you can see where, you know, my shoulders are up like that. So it's like, I don't know, piling on there, or it could be from these wooden things that they made us put our heads and our hands in, like wooden stalks, and then close them on us. But none of the other girls' necks look like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
David was like, it's either chemical burns or it's from those wooden stalks. And he was like, and it almost looks like they didn't, like, I don't know, like sand yours down, or it wasn't like smooth, or it was rough. And, you know, and so it was like grinding your skin off. Like, I don't know. I don't know which one it is. It's one of the two. And I mean,
I have a good
I don't know.
question for you that I don't think was brought up.
First, can I ask?
So
can I
what's
ask
the
Taryn
deal
who she's?
with you not getting tour footage?
Hello.
I don't know.
I thought it was always
my
the
camera was
thing that
turned around
you get
on
your
my
tour
GoPro.
footage at the end.
Well, I know Michael didn't get his tour. Nobody's gotten tour footage since Anthony left. Michael didn't
really?
get his.
But
I
Michael's
don't.
still
But
getting
I
his
don't know
tour
if he was
footage.
supposed to. He is.
He's
getting
still
his
going to
tour
get it.
footage.
Yeah.
I was told we're not doing individual footage. We're going to make a really cool movie. Well, whenever we signed up, Anthony told us that everybody would get their individual footage from their GoPro helmet, which mine was turned around most of the time. Grace came up and was like, "Why is her GoPro helmet turned around?" You know, like, and flipped it back around. But that was like towards the end. So I don't know how long it was turned around for. But yeah,
sounds
so
familiar to McCamey Manor, who would promise movies but then never.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're getting a
Never
nice
produced
movie. We're all going to get a nice movie. And then they promised me, when they bombarded me at my hotel room the day I was going to check out, the night after I freaked the fuck out at the cookout, they bombarded me at my hotel room. And like when I was outside smoking, talking to, I think, my husband, venting to him about what the fuck happened the night before, Rhett and somebody else, while Lexi sat in the van They claim they stayed at that hotel that night because there was just no vacancies anywhere else. Like, well, don't you fucking live here, dude? Like, what the hell? You know, like, they didn't stay at my hotel, and if they did, that's creepy as fuck. But and the night of the cookout, somebody followed me to my hotel and said, whenever I pulled in, she was like, I just wanted to make sure you got here safe. Like, bitch, I don't know who you are. Like, don't follow me. I'm fine. I'm 35 years old. Like, I'm an adult. I will get here safely. Thank you. Go away. Like, why are you people following me around? That's creepy. I'm sorry. And then the next day, Rhett and somebody show up at the hotel, and while Lexi's in the car, and they're trying to basically backpedal up shit creek. Oh, you're even though you look like that, you're beautiful, and let me get you a water. You need to hydrate, because I was like flipping shit on them, and Rhett's all pumping his chest out. Like, I could tell my dad was a sergeant of polygraph. I can tell every time somebody gets triggered. We can read body language. Like, oh, can you? Because I can really read body language. And yes, I could tell he would start like clapping his hands together every time I would say something he didn't like, or puffing his chest out, or huffing real hard, or looking around. And like, every time I said something he didn't like, and they were just trying, like, and it was like good cop, bad cop almost. I don't know. It was so weird. And like, nothing that they were like, well, acting like they just didn't know about anything. Like, oh, you didn't know, Rhett? Your girlfriend's sitting right there. Like, what do you mean she was involved? Like, acting like they didn't know. Why'd you guys cuff my hands behind my back then if you didn't know? Like, I've never, like, my first tour, my hands were never cuffed behind my back. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but they're going to give you a different tour, of course.
Well, yes, exactly. They're going to give me a different tour. But, I mean, I just feel like that was the only time my hands were cuffed behind my back the whole time was when I was with those girls. So,
yeah.
It just, I mean, it felt kind of bland. I don't know.
Even though fighting back is against the rules, they didn't want you to be able to fight
back. They tell me that Rhett was screaming at me to fight on my first tour. Fight back. You're failing. Don't give up. You're giving up. Fight back.
I mean physically fighting back.
I mean,
you can't touch them.
You can't exactly throw a punch, but whenever I was wrestling with Quincy, you better believe I was trying to defend myself. Was I like kicking him and trying to get him in his balls and, you know what I mean, biting him? Like, no, but I was definitely not letting him just grind my face into the dirt. I was fighting back a little bit. And I mean, that's what I said I think to Angela and Kat, whenever we had a couple other people in that chat, I said, you know, I hope that they restrain me good, because if they give me a chance to fight, if I can like fight back with my hands in front of me, you know, like I do with the guys, like they're able to like control me. Like I hope Alyssa can control me, because I didn't know all these other girls were going to be there with a vendetta and that were salty. I've never done anything to anybody, and I've never heard, you know, Lexi, or I didn't even know Witness. I still don't know what Witness's girlfriend's name, but you know, she seemed to not like me very much, because she was the one that slapped me in the face the most.
So probably because she's friends with Alyssa and Lexi.
Well, of course. And she thought I wanted to fuck Witness in the hotel room.
Ugh. Did you hear that, Megan? Witness has a girlfriend.
I'm like, why aren't they going after her? They probably don't. But I'm not probably. Megan, girl, we need to talk, honey. I got some screenshots for you. Woo. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
There you go.
That's what I have so many. That's what I was planning on, like, doing this big fucking thing. But, you know, Alyssa and Taryn, and that's what they do. They, like, trigger me into being pissed and just exploding, because that's just how I am. I don't hold back. I don't hide the way I feel. Like, if somebody hurts me or pisses me off, like Alyssa found her voice. Like, bitch, I have a voice. I always have a voice. I learned to have a voice, like when I was very small, against somebody that was scarier than any of those Kata Silvas guys. Like, that's why I feel like I'm able to handle a lot, because I've been through a lot, and these fuckers put me through it again. Like, I don't know. Oh, I mean, they didn't do what my dad, you know, what I had done in my childhood, but I mean, I haven't felt like I was, you know, physically abused in a very long time. That sucked. Like, that wasn't part of like what I wanted. Like, I thought they were gonna like mentally fuck with me about my childhood, not like, oh, let's you know, and like
See,
physically abuse her again. I don't know. I feel like I was abused, like and by Taryn. So I'm not even. I feel like, and I'm sorry, Taryn, that I'm calling you out because I always liked you. So I don't even know what the hell I did to you. And if it wasn't a vengeance thing for your girlfriend who is, I don't see, and I'm like, that's how fucking loyal I am. Like I have more information and I don't even want to say it because I don't want to throw him any further under the bus than I already have. Like, you know, but
yeah.
like that's how like fucked up it is. It's like Stockholm syndrome or some shit. Like you don't want to out your supposed friends, but they're not your friends. Like it's sad. It really is. It's fucking sad. Like, because I mean, yeah, like I have more shit that I could say that could help clear my name even more, and I just don't want to even say it because I don't want to do people dirty because I'm
Well,
not
I'll
dirty.
tell you
and
what,
I'm
if
not
they come for
snake.
you though, if they come for you to make you a liar, you defend yourself any way you need to. You
Yeah, I
know?
know. That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
I get you though,
Fuck
because
these people. Like
mean, there's been enough shit that I've done. I've done
I'm
the
a good
exact same
person. Like
thing.
I'm not a bad person.
They want you to snap so
Yeah.
you look bad, Teller says.
Yes, they always do that to me. Oh my God, me and Teller need to talk. Like I called him out. I stuck up for them. Like, and without even knowing his side, I just knew that he was, you know, slandering them and talking shit and whatever. I don't really know why. Like I heard a little bit, but I'm sure a lot of it was fucking bullshit and made up, you know? I don't
I
know.
feel
Me and Teller
like
talked on the phone one day, and that was the last time I heard from Teller.
I feel
But I
like
feel like Teller was kind of distancing himself from me because he didn't want to get me in trouble.
right.
Ugh.
I feel like that your cat knows how to spell people, Megan. That's amazing. So no, hold on a second. My dog needs to go out, so we're gonna have to end this.
Wait, what? Because I'm not even looking at
Oh, she says,
the
don't you
chat because
know
I
him
know
by
the chat
now?
would hear
That's
me.
not him,
So I'm not even looking at the
KPPL.
chat.
Oh, Megan made a comment that says, don't you guys know him by
No,
now?
she
That's not him,
yeah.
K people. I got to take the dog out, so we're gonna have to end this. But I'm gonna say, hold on, Elijah, hold on. I'm going to say this. You don't know Taryn either, Pink. You don't know him. I thought that, like, I thought I had observed enough of Taryn's behavior to know a little bit about the kind of person he is. I don't know him really that personally. However, tonight I saw something completely different. So what are the violins for? Is that what Savvy's showing us, is violins? That's nice. Is that what those are?
I can't really tell. I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is she coming back on? Because I gotta take the dog out. He's gonna
It's late.
shit
I
in my
gotta
house.
take my dog out soon.
Yeah. Come here. We're gonna go out. You're a good boy. Come here. Yes, we're gonna go out. Okay. So somebody messaged Alexis and tell her that we have to jet. Everybody's sleepy. Everybody wants to. And my dog is whining at me. But maybe Taryn can come on with us some other time. Oh.
All right.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Sorry it has to end so abruptly. And I don't know what the violins are for, Savannah, but if they're for Alexis having some kind of like an emotional reaction to this shit, then that's kind of fucked up.
All right.
I'm joking. Wait a second. I laughed about that, Megan. What the fuck? What the fuck? All I was saying, yeah, I'm real unintelligent, Savvy. Yeah. All I was saying is your cat knows how to add people. PPL, people. It was a joke. Anyways, Good night, Teller. No, Savvy, I'm not unintelligent. I'm cynical, but you know what? I've seen Good night, Melissa. I've seen enough bullshit on these groups, and every time I've called it right almost every time. I mean, I can't think of a time I didn't call it wrong. So, think I read it the wrong way, Courtney? Because all I was doing was making a joke. But anyway, good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night. How do I leave?